I just realized now that I'm muted, but whoa, you gotta get turned down. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's tapped in Motion Football, another live stream. My name is Alam. Today we got Eagles Cowboys to talk about. We have a playoff machine to get through. We got games to talk about today. We'll have people coming through today. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. First play of the game. Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan, so um I'll probably be more invested in this game during this watch long than some of the other games. First play of the game, play action. Dak drops back, spins out of the pocket, dumps it to Pollard. Pollard will get like 5-6 yards. Shout out Leon, my guy. Um, yeah, I guess we'll start with the playoff machine. Actually, I don't know. We'll get to the playoff machine at halftime. I'll see if the game settles into something that like I'm excited to watch or not. If it gets ugly, we're pivoting right to the playoff machine. If you guys have any games that happened today that you want to talk about specifically, feel free to get that in the chat. We got a screenplay to Pollard on second down, gets the yardage required for the first down. Um This is a little bit delayed. Let me refresh, see if it can get to where I'm at. I just saw the second down play to get the first down. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened today. The Herbert injury happened. That's big for anybody that has to play that team down the stretch for playoff spots. Actually, I lied. It's 3rd and inches. Empty formation. Turpin motions into the backfield, gets a carry, and there's a ton of space. Turpin past midfield, big play on 3rd and inches. Yeah, that motion coming back to bite Philly again. I can tell this game is going to give us heart attacks. 100%. 100%. Part of me wishes it wasn't the Sunday night game that I have to live stream, but I will be on the internet going through this roller coaster together with anybody that wants to watch, unfortunately. 1st and 10 at the 44. Looks like no Shaq Leonard yet. It would have been a stretch to get Shaq Leonard snaps this early. Tony Pollard up the middle for 12 yards. Light front from the Eagles on first down, and Dallas manages to get a productive run. So far, Tony Pollard, I think, has 2 receptions. This is the first traditional handoff. Byard can't make the tackle. That's something to watch. The Eagles had the NFL's best run defense for a while. Then the Kansas City ran it all over the Eagles, and since then, the Eagles haven't been able to stop the run. That'll obviously be a huge part of whether they're actually real contenders or not. If the Eagles can get run on, I really don't think our secondary is going to hold up. We need to be a very dangerous run defense for us to even have a chance. So that'll have to get fixed up. Hopefully Shaq Leonard helps with that. Speaking of helping, I got someone to help out with the stream. Shout out, Peter. What's going on?
What's up, my guy? How you doing?
Doing good, man. I'm doing good. Big win for the Ravens before their little stretch of games against like contenders ish.
Yeah, yeah, man. We'll take it. We take those.
Yeah, I watched a lot of that game. I thought the Rams played pretty well. Like I didn't look at it like the Ravens necessarily made life easy for the Rams. I thought Cup and that other wide receiver had a really good game. Like definitely looking like a playoff team.
Hey, man, I told you guys like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whenever it was.
Yeah.
I said, watch out for the Rams.
Yeah, that wild card race is heating up because they'll be in it. The
I said
Packers
Rams
and
and
Vikings.
Broncos, man.
Yep. The
Anyway.
Packers will be in that wild card race. The Vikings will be. The Seahawks probably will be. Yeah, that'll go down to the last week. And then the AFC, I'm pretty sure there's a 6-way tie for the 6th and 7th seed. So
Yep, we got 6, 7, and 6 teams. This is exactly what we needed.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to everybody. It's good to be back. Missed you niggas. And
100%.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Life is good.
It's down to the way it's looking like it's down to Miami and Baltimore for that 1 seed. I think the 2 teams that are 2 games off of it, they're just a touch too far.
Yeah, I actually think the Ravens are going to get it because I think they're going to beat Miami.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville, which I've said.
Yeah.
Also, like, don't think Jacksonville looks good. I don't think it's looking great over there.
Yep.
And they play Miami at home, so I think they'll just find a way to win that game. Especially like at that point in the season, knowing what's on the line.
Yeah.
If they beat San Francisco, that'd be a chance to lock up the 1 seed.
Yeah.
I just feel like they'll figure it out and they'll find a way to win.
I feel like Baltimore. I feel like but there have been a bunch of teams that there were questions about whether they would pass a physicality test, and they ran into Baltimore and got smoked. Detroit and Seattle are the two teams that come to mind when I say that. Miami is it's gonna be a physicality test when they play Baltimore, and again, the way I've seen that turn out, we'll see. We'll see if they can get it done.
Well, yeah, big win today. That would have sucked to take an L there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's good to be back. I didn't really watch too much football last week because the Ravens weren't playing.
Yeah.
But I am watching this drive. There's a flag on a touchdown, so we'll see what happens.
They looks like they picked the flag up. So no flag on the play. 10 plays, 75 yards for Dallas on the first drive of the game. Eagles defense having the troubles that they've seemed to have for a few weeks now. Yeah, I think that this game obviously it'll. I think we're going to learn a lot about this Eagles team and what they are this year. They're definitely not the same team as last year. They could be a different version that's still really good, but this is not the team that was on the field last year. Obviously, they had a really bad loss against San Francisco. Specifically, you're talking about a defense that finished the game giving up 6 touchdown drives in a row, and you go into this game now that's 7 in a row with what Dallas just did. So you can't sit there and act like that's just a perfectly fine okay thing. That doesn't really happen to Super Bowl caliber defenses. So it's a big moment. I think it's a big moment.
Any defense, though.
For real. For real.
7 in a row is crazy.
7 in a row is crazy. But yeah, I think it's our coaching staff has to take a look in the mirror and see what's really important to them, right? Because the Eagles defense, philosophically, since we've had this head coach, he's always wanted to have those bend but don't break defenses that play zone coverage. They run a lot of the same stuff, but the whole concept is we're going to keep everything in front of us. We're going to limit big plays, and we're going to make it hard on teams. We're going to make teams have to string together these big, long drives, right? But what's happening with our team is that the Eagles, if you look at their defensive stats in terms of pressures, they're not particularly high, but the Eagles lead the league in quick pressures. So pressures within 2.5 seconds, right? What's happening is it's just so easy to see what a team should do when they play the Eagles. You know, if your quarterback holds onto the ball, that's not going to be the best thing for them. So we got to get the ball out. And considering that our defense, our back seven are playing these soft zones, it makes sense and it's a viable strategy. What me and a lot of other Eagles fans want to see is just let's see the corners press people. And look, they might get cooked, right? But by the time that those routes down the field develop, the pass rush might get home. But the coaching staff just will not have that happen. That is just not the philosophy. And the thing about the NFL is you can't just all of a sudden pivot to something else. That's not how the sport works. Training camps and things, they happen for a reason. You got to run things. You got to install things. A lot has to happen for players to get to the point where they're good at executing plays in big moments, right? So for a team to pivot to strategically something that they haven't done for 3 years now, it's probably not going to happen, but it is what I feel like is necessary. If teams can look, when you're going up against this type of defense, it's not complicated what's going on. It's not tricky. You know the zone looks you're going to get. There's a handful of looks they could throw at you. You can kind of pick up on tendencies and what's going to happen when in 3rd and long, what kind of looks do they like giving you? And you can really you don't have to play the game mentally because mentally, you just know what's happening. You know, I'm going to get cover 3 for the most part in this situation. There's no chess match that has to happen. You can kind of safely assume the look you're going to get and plan for what to do against it. And that's a part of the game that I don't appreciate with what we do. It shouldn't be that predictable. I hate the defenses that are just like, well, we run our stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like it, and I think it's something that we've gotten away with for a little bit. It's not working anymore.
Hey man, NFL stands for not for long. People are gonna adapt to your shit, especially if you are like the defending conference champion.
Yep, and teams don't go back to Super Bowls back-to-back years very often for a reason. Teams obviously look at Philadelphia, identified them as a team that they need to put time and effort into figuring out how to play. And a bunch of teams had cracks at it, right? They all off season, they tried to figure out what's best to do against us. They have some ideas. Some guys tried, some guys failed, but the people who succeeded, their tactics are starting to be adopted against us, right? And honestly, like I feel like every football game I watch from the Eagles, it looks the same, right? And the reason it looks the same is because we're dictating how the game should go, but we're dictating it because our weaknesses are clear, right? Washington plays us the same way Dallas plays us, the same way Kansas City and Buffalo played us, right? Teams come in and change up what they do for us because it's just so clear what should be done. And yeah, just again, like we're gonna like the coaches are gonna have to look into the mirror and really see what's important. But one of the things that happened, I don't know if everybody knows this. A lot of Eagles fans are pretty upset about the lack of running that's happened in this offense this year. An Eagles fan went to the front of the practice facility with a sign that said "Run the ball," and he stood there for like 6 hours. So that's kind of been a talking point, is specifically running the ball. First 2 plays for the Eagles, running plays to get the first down. We'll keep an eye on that and how it happens for the rest of this game. Obviously, the first 10, 15 plays tend to be scripted for an offense. We'll see if they have a bunch of running plays scripted into the beginning of the game, and then we'll see what happens once the play caller is out there cooking on his own. But yeah, penalty on Dallas. Automatic first downs. You love to see it. Hands to the face from Micah Parsons. I appreciate that, Micah. All right, we got Jared in here. Hello, let's go Bears and Eagles. Okay, that's an interesting combination, but sure, man, let's go Eagles. Leon says we need to talk about Pittsburgh losing to my bummy Patriots. The thing is, what do you want to talk about pertaining to that? Because like for me, it's pretty simple. Pittsburgh seems like they're in a really bad place. And the Patriots, honestly, like I don't know, they switched up the quarterback and a guy had a decent half, but like it is what it is. They're probably going to lose the rest of their games until they play the Jets, which they randomly just consistently win.
I don't know, dude. The Jets did score like 30 points today randomly.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson had like 300 yards.
Yeah. No, I mean, the Jets had their game. They lost 5 in a row. You know, they got things going in this match. Just somehow, some way, man, the Patriots tend to win that game like 10-6 or some shit. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. This secondary doesn't care. But yeah, big up Shakar. Big up everybody tapping in right now. 9 people locked in. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. How about that Bears game? Bro, it looked like the last time those 2 teams played, except the Lions didn't make their freak comeback at the end.
Yep.
But the Bears have consistently outplayed the Lions now for like the better part of 8 quarters aside from like 5 minutes. A hilariously one-sided set of divisional games. Yeah, from the Bears standpoint, like that, like Peter, you brought this up a couple weeks ago. They just took one too many bad loss.
Mm-hmm.
There's just one too many, man.
Oh yeah. That being said,
yeah,
let's look at the standings.
I got
okay. So the Bears are 2 games. Yeah, they're like 2 games out of it. For them to have any shot, they would have to win out.
because that's the thing, right? 2 games out of it is one thing, but the thing is like there's about 5 teams ahead of you, so it's like you got to make ground on a high
They
number
play
of teams that have to drop
they
games.
play at the Browns. They play at home against the Cardinals and Falcons,
Yeah,
and play at Green Bay. I could see them winning 3 of those games, but not all 4.
yeah,
Yeah, if they would have beaten the Lions, held on to that game the first time,
yeah,
they'd be right in the mix for the 7th seed. Would that
right,
do anything for them long term? Not really,
yeah,
but it'd probably secure the future of their quarterback and make that decision for them, if nothing else.
yeah.
I'm of the belief they should not be drafting Caleb Williams. I am fully in that camp. Yes, I did see the Tony lining up offside thing, and that's hilarious.
Bro, that's such a funny penalty to have that kind of a play called back on.
Oh, yes.
And you know what it is too? Like Kelsey has talked about how what's it called? Like that kind of a thing is something he's kind of been looking forward to doing and has been kind of keeping in the bag, and he's just waiting for the right circumstances to line up to pull it out. Like he's been talking about that specifically, and then it finally happened, and it got called back on the guy catching the ball being offsides in a really useless moment.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough. Tough way for that to go down.
I feel like they're in a similar situation as us. Comparison, we are basic black garbage bag, and the Steelers are Gucci garbage bag. Well, yeah, like the Steelers are struggling to replace their quarterback that they lost. They are,
They were
they're
struggling
basic.
with the quarterback to begin with.
Yeah, they're struggling figuring the quarterback position out. They're kind of seemingly being able to put some decent pieces on the team, but it just doesn't matter because the quarterback sucks.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Um,
man, the Buccaneers, top of the NFC South, for what it's worth,
yep.
and they might get in at 8-9.
So I think those 3 teams in the NFC South, there's a bunch of divisional matchups left, so that'll
Yep.
come down to that probably. But yeah, 3rd and 16 coming up. Couple bad penalties for the Eagles here. Once they got past midfield, can't have false starts.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Jalen Hurts finds Devontae Smith down the field for a chunk of like 30 yards, and the drive continues. Chiefs struggling. Chiefs indeed struggling. I was actually excited to see who they play next week because I was like, maybe something could happen. But they play the Patriots. Play the freaking Patriots, man.
Hey,
Bailey
man,
Zappi, can you do something for me?
you never know, man. You never fucking know.
Yeah, you really don't. There's another flag here on a 15-yard pass to Goddard. Did you guys see the DK Metcalf ejection? Yeah, 100%. Bro, just teams get frustrated. Teams get frustrated playing the way the Niners, like their physicality level, man. If you lose, I think the Seahawks have lost like 4 blowouts in a row. This is not blowouts, but double-digit losses to the same team. Yeah, you'll be frustrated, and that's what happened. The guy just had to toss Fred Warner to the ground.
Yeah, we got Chargers Raiders Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, it's bad. 2 5-8 teams.
This is not what we should be doing, ladies and gentlemen.
It's really not. Jalen Hurts up the middle for about 15 yards. Seems like he fumbled the ball. We'll have to see on a replay what happened. But yeah, the way his body language is going, it looks like he thinks he lost the ball. The tight end is signaling that he's down. Hurts is getting up a little bit slowly. But yeah, that would be a hashtag bad start. This offensive line is elite, but we keep racking up these false starts every time. So the thing is, it's elite in theory. It was elite last year. It's just been good this year. And the thing is, that's not good enough because we don't invest in running backs. Our whole kind of philosophy of team building involves both lines being really, really good. And both lines have just been good so far this year. We're not the dominant team in the trenches that we were last year, and I don't think we have a different formula to win football games. So we'll have to see what happens. But if things don't get better, I don't expect us to be that team that we've looked like at times, right? We've looked like a really dominant team, a team that can beat anybody, but we're just like we're kind of in the pack with everybody else if we don't have dominant trench play. Oh, brother, I hope you didn't expect it to be thrilling.
Hey man, they didn't know.
I was actually cheering for the 0-0.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to see like what would happen.
Yep. And if someone were to score, I was hoping it would be like 2-0 or something.
So yeah, guys, Eagles fumbled, gave up an opening drive touchdown. Not super ideal.
Yep, the drive looked promising, but turnovers are backbreaking. You can't like I forget what the stat is, but literally like most NFL games are decided by the team or like are won by the team that wins the turnover battle. That's momentum. That is points being taken off the board. That is a bad way to start a game. Hurts needs to chill with the turnovers, 100%. And like the thing too is like the frustrating part is how avoidable so many of them feel. They just feel like if you just tweaked a little bit of how the play happened, the turnover doesn't happen. It's not like these just critical things of like he's just not seeing the field and not seeing defenders throwing it right at people. Like the margins are so fine, but like that's why like you gotta focus on these things. These things have to be a thing that if they're happening on a fine margin so often, like it's got to be a point of emphasis to stop it. His knee is like this close to the ground, but bro, if you fumble, you fumble. It just can't happen. Prayers for Justin Jefferson. He was sent to the hospital with a chest injury. I heard going to the hospital was preventative though, or like it was super, super, super cautious.
Anytime there's like a breathing thing or like a heart thing, they're gonna take him there.
Yep. And Jared, did you see the hit that he took? Because like obviously he was down for a bit, but he got up and he was walking off, and like he didn't look too stressed as he was walking. Again, like they're just gonna triple and quadruple check to make sure nothing's wrong. Obviously, with a hit to that part of the body. All right. Looks like we're going to get a false start on the first play for Dallas. 1st and 15 to start the drive.
Gotta love this buttoned up football.
Yep. No, I think they just wanted to check him. Yeah. They're just being ultra sure.
Is that John Legend they just showed?
Yep.
Nice. That's good for him, man. Didn't know he was a Cowboys fan like that, but fuck it.
For sure. All right. Well, 1st and 15. Eagles get a little bit of pressure. Dak looks to his left, gets about 6 yards to CD. 2nd and probably 8 or 9 now. Who do you have tomorrow? Packers or Giants? Oh, bro. Packers. Bro, we are not picking the Giants.
Yeah, that would not be happening.
Bro, Tommy DeVito.
Isn't there 2 games tomorrow?
Yep. There's also Miami versus Tennessee, and I think Miami are like 13-point favorites.
Not gonna lie. Don't feel super enticed by either of those games.
Yeah, they're both terrible. 3rd and 9 after an incompletion. We got some decent pass rush there. It feels like whenever we do get pressure on Dak, he's able to scramble. I don't know if we've actually hit Dak yet, but a couple of throws now he's had to be on the move for. Nobody open there. Darius Slade does a good job of getting his head turned. You got the Packers in Miami. Yeah, so do I, and that's probably chalk for those two games. 3rd and 9. Dak finds a wide open CeeDee Lamb to around midfield. 27 yards on 3rd and 9 is hashtag not good. Hey, Giants fan here. But yeah, I think the Packers win. I personally think we should play Tyrod Taylor because he's better. Season is over for us, though, so I don't care really. LMAO. Yeah, is Tyrod a free agent at the end of the year? Because DeVito won't be. And if they feel like they can develop their backup, they're going to do that. Actually, I lied. Yeah, fuck, whatever. They probably look at it as an opportunity to develop DeVito for whatever. He's a rookie that's going to be under contract for a while. But yeah, 2nd and 8, I think. A couple yards on for Dallas on 1st down. We got typical run formation on 2nd and 8. We'll see if Dallas gets into the play action bag. They don't. They run Pollard up the middle, and it looks like it'll be 3rd and 2. Yeah, Eagles defense, one of the worst 3rd down defenses. You want to be in favorable 3rd down situations, and 3rd and 2 is not one of them. I think the Fields is the franchise quarterback for the Bears. So that's the thing, right? The issue has never actually been Fields. Like the people who kind of pinned on what's happening in Chicago on solely Fields, like that's not really fair. Of course, there's a lot of moments where he should have played better, but he's also had not a ton of opportunities to play in even respectable conditions. Like this is a team that was actively tanking last year, right? He missed a bunch of games this year, and in his rookie year, I think he played the back half of the year on again a really bad team. So that's the thing, right? Like Fields is going to be fine. The issue is what they want to do from a roster building standpoint. Do they want to reset the rookie quarterback cycle? Do they want to kind of start again with a prospect? How good do they think Caleb Williams is? What do they think they could get if they traded back and just drafted pieces to complement the quarterback that they have right now? They're really going to have to their decision about the quarterback position, I think, is going to be a lot more about kind of their vision of a roster as a whole than actually just the quarterbacks.
I don't think they can tear it down and start again with a new quarterback and keep the guys in their jobs in that building now.
Yeah.
My thing is, we just looked at their schedule. They're probably going to win 8 games. Yeah. After winning 3 the year before.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can sell it to the guys in the building that you're going to tear it down.
Yeah.
They're in kind of that position. If they're going to start with Caleb Williams, I disagree with it, but ultimately, whatever. But you got to sell it to the guys in the building. The coaching staff isn't going to sign off on that.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Fuck that. You're gonna sell. You're gonna sell low on our quarterback that we got to 8 wins last year with for the majority of the season.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we ain't doing that. Hell no.
Yeah, if they were to trade the number 1 overall pick, I really wonder who they could get. Or who would be the team that trades up to number 1? Because if we look at the order right now, where is it? Draft order? I don't know if the Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots don't trade from 2 to 1. I don't think the Cardinals trade from 3 to 1. I think the Commanders are probably the team with the highest pick that would have interest. And obviously, I'm looking at it that way because the teams closest to the number 1 overall pick technically have the most value to present in terms of strictly that pick in the trade up. And having to give up less outside from this year's first round pick obviously gives them a bit of an advantage in negotiations. Of course, if a team even in the 20s just decides that they want him badly enough, they can make it happen. But it's advantage Washington if the things finish out the way they are right now. Out of curiosity, Jared Brown, where do you think how high do you think it's okay to take Marvin Harrison Jr.? Because I think some people would take him number one overall, a lot of people wouldn't. I'm just curious where you are in terms of Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's incomplete. Wow.
That is a really rough call right there. On a terrible pass too, like
Yeah, that's not ideal.
yeah, that's awful. That is awful. There's been a few of these moments now. Couple holding calls. That's crazy. They're saying that he might go back to Ohio State. I don't buy that at all. I also don't actually believe it's factually true that they can offer NIL money that's competitive to NFL money.
I think there's no way. That guy goes back to Ohio State. Marvin Harrison Jr. There's no way.
No. And that's the thing, right? So if somebody's saying they could maybe come up with the money to what is it like give him his rookie year's money, maybe, but the point is once he signs an NFL deal, that's probably about $35 million guaranteed. NIL deals are 1 year deals. Like, this is football, people. A career can end on any snap. These guys are not gonna take the 1 year money over the guarantee. Like, it's just not sensible for a football player.
Anyone would be dumb to do that with the NFL and being like a top 10 pick.
Yes, especially with his, yeah, exactly. The point about his draft stock. It's not like he's somebody who might be a first round pick and he has a chance to like make his stock go crazy. This is not that.
If you're on the border of being a first or a second rounder,
Yeah,
maybe take the NIL money to go back to school and get like 2-3 mil or whatever. Bet on yourself.
yeah. Relevant to all this Bears talk and Marvin Harrison Jr. talk, we got Murtaza joining the stream. What's going on, Murtaza?
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing?
We're doing good, bro. We're talking about Fields versus Caleb Williams and Jared Brown in the chat as well as Peter. We're talking about how, like, man, the path of keeping Fields might not be that bad. Like, there's a lot of different ways it could go well.
The path to keeping Fields in the immediate future is better for everyone in the building than ditching him.
Yeah.
Of course, it's because there's another thing, right? There's no, like, Caleb Williams, as great as he is as a prospect, he's not a guarantee, you know? Like, it's no guarantee that he's going to be better than Fields. So you know what you have in him, and like he's only going to get better. That's the craziest part, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like his first year was a throwaway because he was under Matt Nagy. His second year, you're actively trying to lose.
Yeah.
Then in this year, in his third year, he had a slower start because his play caller was just being a pussy. Then he had 2 great games against Broncos and the Commanders. Then he broke his thumb. Now he's back, and in his last 5 games, he's been one of the best quarterbacks statistically in the NFL. So I don't know what, like, it's a very tough decision.
I don't even think it's tough, dude. I disagree that it's tough. There's an obvious right call to make, to do right by all the players in the building who are trying to turn their season around and are stringing these wins together. And then there's you're doing the my team on Madden thing.
Mm-hmm.
If they're intent on overhauling the coaching staff and like firing the GM and ripping everything up, cool. Go ahead and draft Caleb Williams then. I don't mind it. But if they're not going to do that, and I don't see how you sell that if you finish the season 8-9 or even like 9-8. Wow, he made it from 60 yards.
Wow.
It was
That would have
cash
been
too.
good from 65.
Yeah.
I don't see how the Chicago Bears as a franchise look at an 8-9 team a year removed from going 3-14 and having a 10-game losing streak
Yeah.
and go, yeah, fuck this team, let's rip it up. Because you know what you're doing at that point?
Yeah.
You're taking 2 steps backwards to hopefully win 10, 11 games in 2-3 years.
Yeah.
When you could just continue upon the trajectory with the guy that you have.
Yeah.
Who's to say the Bears next year can't win 10 games?
Bro, you know what the craziest part is? He's already built a great connection with DJ Moore. Like him and DJ Moore, I don't know if you guys know this, but when a quarterback targets a player, they have the highest it's the highest quarterback rating in the league of
Yeah,
pass
so-
rating of 145.10. That's the highest in the league by like 12 points. It's higher than any
Yep.
of your favorite duos, Kelsey to Mahomes, all that bullshit. It's higher than any, and the highest you could get is 156.3. So they're near perfect when he's throwing to DJ Moore, who is a legit receiver. You look outside of that, you have a Darnell Mooney who's coming off a broken ankle, who does not look the same whatsoever. Cole
Yeah.
Kmet has been producing like a top 5 tight end in the league because he's an actual good player. Then you have Tyler Scott, who can't run a route properly, and if he didn't stutter on his route, the Detroit game would have been over 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You have Velus Jones Jr., who's a 26-year-old rookie, and
Yeah.
he muffles every single ball he gets. So, like, outside of DJ Moore and Cole Kmet, there's really nothing. And he's still producing, and he's still extending plays with his legs. You have 2 centers in Cody Whitehair and Lucas Patrick who are actively playing against us every single week. But outside of that, your 2 tackles are set. Braxton Jones, your left tackle, Darnell your right tackle are set. Your 2 guards are set. And Tevin Jenkins, who's in my opinion one of the best guards in the league, he's playing at a Pro Bowl level at least. And you have Nate Davis, who's also playing really well. Just draft a center, get me Marvin Harrison Jr., get an edge player with the other first round pick, and bro, we can really do something. And on top of that, the Bears have over 70 to 80 million in cap space.
Yeah.
Like,
Again,
it's a
Mike,
great situation.
I just don't see how in the short term you sell going all in on a rookie prospect like Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
To anyone in the building. I don't see it, man. Because you know what would happen? If they sucked and Justin Fields goes to any competent team that wins 8, 9, 10 games next year,
Yeah.
fans and the people in the building, like players and coaches, are going to go, why the fuck did we do this?
Yeah.
Why did we tear it down when we were on the brink of being a good team? Because, like, as much as the Bears have, like, inexplicably lost games and just found ways to be disappointing this year, they have a quarterback who's playing like a top 10 quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those don't grow on trees. Are we hoping Caleb is top 10 borderline by year 2?
Yeah.
If that's the case, why would you take a year off in terms of this progression? Why would you not just pick up Fields' 5th-year option and let him play for another year? You don't even have to extend him this offseason.
Yeah. In the event that they were to draft Caleb Williams and he's not immediately just better than Fields, I think it will be looked at like there's no way it's good for anybody if that happens. You kind of have to be completely certain that he's going to step into the NFL and play better football than Justin Fields.
Yep. Can you promise that? Hell no.
Bro, look, Caleb Williams, his sophomore year was phenomenal. But this past year, bro, against the 2 good defenses he faced in Utah and Notre Dame, bro, he was dog shit, like legit dog shit. And I'm not gonna lie, their O-line wasn't great, and the receivers outside of Brendan Rice were not good either. But still, he was missing wide open guys, the same stuff. And I'm not saying like, but it's the same issues with Fields. He holds the ball for too long because in his head, he thinks he's Superman. And
Yeah.
you're coming into this league with he's like 6'1", probably like 50 pounds lighter than Fields. Are you sure you want that guy taking all those hits? Like, these are all things you have to think about. And the biggest thing, in my opinion, is a mentality part. After his team lost to US their last game, he didn't want to speak to the media. There's been reports about him from like credible sources, actual like he's kind of like ego freak type of thing because he's in his hype too much. So like, bro, Fields, like everything happens, he puts the blame all on himself. Like he is a franchise quarterback. So you can really go win now mode with Fields next year. You give him an offensive coordinator, you give him Marvin Harrison Jr. You have Marvin Harrison Jr., DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh, Murtaza, I have a question. How would you stack up Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence as prospects, like college prospects? I'm just curious.
Oh, he's better than Trevor. No, Trevor Lawrence is way better than him, bro.
As a prospect, because that's the thing, right? Trevor Lawrence and Andrew Luck are the last two quarterbacks I remember having this type of can't miss cachet from like early, right? And I think Andrew Luck actually panned out as the can't miss prospect when he played football, but Trevor Lawrence hasn't actually panned out as the kind of prospect he was labeled to be, right? So like that's the thing too, is like this kind of a prospect is 1 for 2 so far in terms of actually meeting the expectations, right? Let's say hypothetically Caleb Williams gets drafted and he basically has the career that Trevor Lawrence has had. That would put Chicago in a really bad spot if that's what they draft.
100%. And listen, I don't think he's as good as Trevor because like as strictly as an NFL prospect, because like keep in mind Trevor Lawrence in Clemson, like he was making these types of plays Caleb's making.
He's the prototype.
He's the same, but Trevor Lawrence is 6'6", 260.
Yeah.
You know? So he has that in his favor because college dudes are big, but bro, when you get in the NFL and you're 6'1", 200 pounds and you're taking these type of hits because he's gonna be taking the hits because out of all of those guys, he holds the ball the longest because he has that, Mahomes type like thing in his head that just his ability to extend plays. And most of the time he does, but he does take a lot of hits as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I would say like more so the physical attributes is more so why I'd say I'd put Lawrence over him for sure.
Yeah. No, so that's what I was saying. Like Trevor Lawrence is the prototype for what they want as an NFL prospect in terms of arm strength and height and stuff like that, right? Caleb Williams is a very highly rated prospect, but he's not the prototype.
Yeah, exactly. He's not. He's definitely not.
He's not that.
He doesn't have the physical attributes. And bro, those play a big part in the NFL.
Oh my God. A fake punt on 4th and 2, a pass to Olamide Zaccheaus gets us like 25 yards. Holy shit, bro. If that didn't work,
I'm about to watch it.
Bro, if that didn't work, season over. Braden Mann with the season on the line, delivering a successful pass to Zaccheaus. Bro, this guy got open.
That's a big play.
Yeah.
And you know what the other thing is, Alam?
Yeah.
Like, think about it, right? I'll go out on a limb and say this.
Yeah.
Last year's trade down is the best trade in NFL history.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you get a franchise right tackle, a potential franchise corner, Tyreek Stevenson. You get a second round pick in 2025. You get the number 1 overall pick this year, and you get a top 7 wide receiver, like in the breaks. He's between 5 and 7 in the 5 and 10 in the NFL.
Yeah,
bro. And on top of that, imagine if you trade down further. Yeah, like so you got that haul from that pick when Bryce Young wasn't even that hype. Caleb Williams is double the hype.
Oh yeah,
you could get 3 first-round picks and a DJ Moore type player.
Oh yeah.
Like that would set the Bears up for a while.
the value is staggering. The value is actually staggering that they could have got from that one pick. And especially seeing how that pick is working out so far for Carolina. Look, like bad franchises give these opportunities to other teams. And it looks like Carolina is venturing into the bad franchise space with this owner.
Oh, David Tepper is an idiot. He's a certified idiot. And the thing is, even if we do this whole trade down thing, because we are trading down, I'm not
Yeah.
trading past 3.
Yeah.
I'm not trading past 3. I need
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison, bro. Like, we're talking about, right? Like a generational quarterback. Bro, he is a generational wide receiver. And it's not just his ability, he's a prototype as well. He is
Yeah.
6'4", whatever weight he is, and that fast, that agile. Bro,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy like this. Maybe Julio, but that's about it.
Yeah. Bro, like that's the thing.
Oh, AJ.
I looked at what's it called? Jamar Chase as the last kind of like prospect to see where he went. He went 5. Marvin Harrison Jr. like he's got to go higher because as a prospect, it's just different. It's different.
Chase, he can do everything Chase does, but Chase can't do everything he does because, bro, he can legit go up and moss people.
Yep.
Bro, he is. I've just been watching highlights of him. He is unbelievable.
So,
Bro, he
like,
got
you
his
think the
he got
Cardinals
his
take him?
Yo, who did the Cardinals take this year in the draft?
Paris Johnson Jr.
Ooh. Let me see their offensive line. Because they have him. Do they have another tackle?
I think so.
Oh yeah, they still have DJ Humphries. They have DJ Humphries, their first round pick from 2015. He is turning 30 in a couple weeks. So yeah, they have 2 tackles. If they're not going edge rusher, Marvin Harrison Jr. is the only like player to take. And even if you
Brock Bowers?
Nah, bro. See, that's the thing. If you're
No,
gonna
they
go
have
weapon,
McBride.
and they have McBride, but also if you're going weapon, you're going Marvin Harrison. It's just the issue of are you going to the trenches? Because that's the only rationale. Because it's not about the player; it would be about the positional value and the importance in the team. Positionally,
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
You could sell me if they traded to 4. Taking Bowers that high is like kind of crazy. So maybe
Nah,
they'll
surely
trade down
not.
to, like 6 or 7 or something again.
yeah.
But like in my eyes, the Bears just need another weapon. I don't really think it matters what it is.
Nah, we need a receiver. I think tight end, like, because especially this offense, Fields likes to. We need a receiver opposite DJ. Even Malik Neighbors, bro. Even if we go to between trade
So-
down to like the 5 to 7,
Yo.
5 to 7-ish range, Malik Neighbors is like Marvin Harrison Jr. is generational, but Malik Neighbors is still a fucking insane prospect.
That's the thing. That's the thing that could work against Marvin Harrison being picked high is that there are other receivers you can get.
Bro, there's so many. There's Malik Neighbors.
Coleman.
There's Keon Coleman. There's Rome Udunze. There's Xavier Worthy. There's Xavier Leggett. There's A.D. Mitchell. Bro, there's a fuck ton of receivers.
You're probably looking at around like 6 receivers in the first 35, 36 picks.
Yeah. But I think the best 3, obviously, are Coleman, Neighbors, Harrison. They'll go probably the lottery picks. That's what they'll be.
Hey, lottery picks. Let's go.
Yeah.
If the Bears take Harrison Jr. first and we're still second by the end of the season, I have a hunch we're going to trade down for a package. Yo, shit. Yo, if the Patriots trade down instead of taking Caleb there, they deserve everything that happens to them.
You know what I think will
Bears
happen?
will trade down.
What's that?
The Bears ain't drafting that nigga, man. They can't. They can't draft Caleb Williams.
Nah, so he's saying if they take Marvin Harrison Jr. at first, he thinks the Patriots wouldn't even take him. Like they would trade back.
If the Bears take Marvin Harrison Jr. at first, they're even dumber than trying to trade Justin Fields and take Caleb.
Yeah, no. You can't take It's either draft Caleb at 1 or trade down to take Harrison.
Yo, Murtaza, how do you feel about like the ranges you could trade down into? Like, do you feel like you personally, if they trade down, if they trade, let's say, out of the top 10, how would you feel about that?
I don't know, man. Like, then, okay, let's see who's outside the top 10, right? Currently. Atlanta, LA, New Orleans. I would have to get like 3 or 4 players because, bro, the value it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Because you'd be looking at, because we're going to draft a wide receiver in the first round. I'm like almost certain.
Yeah.
Is Terry
'Cause if
McLaurin still on the Commanders?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's like 30, bro.
I'm trying to see his contract right now. He might be out of there. Like, if you're cleaning house, like the way Washington might, McLaurin's the kind of piece you trade.
Shit, I'd take McLaurin, Jonathan Allen / Deron Payne, and their first rounder and a first rounder next year. I'd do that.
So McLaurin will have 2 years left on his deal. He'll be at, I think he'll be at a place where he could be traded. I think. Actually, bro, he has a very tradable deal because he doesn't have a signing bonus. I lied. Where the hell did they put the signing bonus? Oh, right. If they were to trade McLaurin, they'd have to eat about 16 mil dead.
All right, that's not going to happen then. You know what?
Listen, I think Arizona's going to win another game, which is going to put them.
Yeah.
I think New York's going to fall into number 3. I really do. And I think they'll trade up.
So I think Arizona would have to win 2 games for that to happen.
You think? Oh, because it's strength of schedule.
Yeah, because I remember we tried this before. It's really hard for Arizona to get out of the top 3.
No. They just had to win 1 game because they have a better strength of schedule.
Hold up. We did this. Actually, maybe we didn't have the Giants losing out in that one. Yeah, maybe.
How old's Devontae?
Smith?
31.
No, Devontae Adams.
Oh, true.
31-ish. Shit, if anything, I'd take Max Crosby from there. Give me Max Crosby.
No. Murtaza, I'm saying both.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
Because you got the salary cap to like take on the contract,
sure.
right?
For sure.
I would take both of them. The Raiders first this year and the Raiders first next year.
Yeah.
Bro, they even tried, they put up an offer for the Bryce Young sweepstakes. I think they'd definitely be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know you kind of trade back far, but like, yeah, I understand Marvin Harrison Jr. is a prospect. I get that. I've watched him play, baller. But my thing is, the Bears just need a weapon opposite of DJ Moore. If you can get that weapon, if you can get that pass rusher, even if the Raiders ended up being like 8 or 9 in the draft or whatever, you draft, I don't know, say you wanted to trade back again and take like the premier center or whatever you wanted to do. Now you've addressed like the 3 biggest problems with the team. And 2 of those positions, you have proven Pro Bowl level producing guys.
Yeah.
Because that's what the Bears need. You need guys who've been around the league, who've been like recognized for their talent and their ability and have proven producers.
You know who my number one like piece like I want in the offseason? Just his last payday. Give me Chris Jones, bro. He's the biggest piece we need. If we could get him on our defense, bro, somehow, some fucking way, bro, that would be the best thing ever. Yeah, he's a free agent. He signed a 1-year deal with KC this year.
How old is he?
He's like 30.
Yeah.
He's 29. He turns 30 in July.
Bro, like, I don't know.
That's what we miss, bro.
The Bears can do.
Yeah.
But taking Harrison seems like, obviously, if they could trade down, take Harrison, and like take all the picks, yes. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird. If the Giants did get to 3, though, yeah, I'd probably trade down and take Harrison. But
Yeah, that would. I would take Harrison, then I'd get Dexter Lawrence from them, and either Dexter Lawrence or Kayvon Thibodeau, and you just call it a day.
Do we think the Giants are blowing it up? And I
There's
mean,
no
like coaching
chance they'll
staff,
keep it.
no, but I mean like front office and head coach.
Uh,
I don't
no,
know.
probably not.
Because that's my thing. I don't actually think they would part with the key components to the team unless they blew it up. I think they would part with future draft compensation. I don't know if they would actually trade like their guys.
They traded
think the
Leonard
Commanders
Williams.
would.
I don't think they.
But I think that was more of a contract thing because they already paid a interior defensive line and they just knew they couldn't pay two. But yeah, I don't know.
You don't think if that's the price, they would they'd cough that up? I think they would.
Yeah.
Because they're desperate, bro. The
do it.
Giants are. Oh, the Raiders would defo do it, but it just depends where they fall. Because are they gonna lose out? Because that's the category like
The Raiders.
Yeah.
No, they'll probably beat the Chargers because the Chargers got a backup quarterback playing next week.
Easton Stick. They're gonna beat the Chargers, and probably lose out, but they could win a couple of those games.
No, I think they'll lose out. Other than that, because they got the Broncos, they got the Chiefs, and they got the Colts. I think they'll lose all three of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they'll probably lose out, but at the same time, like.
So we'll be looking at Raiders, like 8th or 9th pick at 6 and 11?
Probably. At halftime, people, we're going to work this out.
Same thing. It would be the same thing that the Panthers were last year because the Panthers had 6 wins as well.
Yeah.
Dude, I think if I'm Ryan Poles, I'm calling the Raiders every day. That seems like the obvious trade to me.
Yep.
Yeah, Max Crosby. Yeah.
I'm saying Crosby, Devontae, we get your first this year, and we get your first next year, and we get your second next year.
Yeah, bro, the Raiders get their fresh start.
Because I think if they can get in between the 6 to 10 region, that's the Jerzon Newton range. That's the best 3 technique in this draft. So
yeah,
that would be something. He's an Illinois boy. Shout out Illini football. I watched him play personally. That kid is a fucking beast. I would love him on the Bears.
I'm going to do an NFL mock draft to find the best center.
It's Cedric Van Pran. He's like a third.
Second round, right?
Yeah, that's like second round, third round. There's no. What we need with our other first round pick is Tyler Nubin. We need to replace Eddie Jackson.
In the first round. I'm not saying that. I'm trying to see like if in this trade hypothetically, the second round pick you acquire can be used to get that.
Oh yeah, Connor McGovern. I think
I'm talking about addressing 3 or 4 positions at once.
Yeah.
With this trade and immediately making the Bears there's a team on the up and coming in the NFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be the Lions, except we'd have an actual quarterback.
The Bears are better than the Lions. I don't care about the records and shit.
Oh yeah.
I watched them play the Lions twice. Then the Lions are going to win the division because the other teams are just falling over themselves, right? So fair enough, cool, that's all well and cute. No team with Jared Goff is going to convince me that they're going to run a division for years to come.
Yeah.
Look at the rest of the NFC. You have the Cowboys, we have the Eagles, we have the Niners, and the Fugazi-ass Lions. Everybody else, for one reason or another, I don't really believe in it, right? If the Bears even moderately get their act together and Field stays healthy and they get a decent play caller next year, I don't see why they shouldn't be able to win 10 games and be in that discussion in the second round of the playoffs. I don't see why not.
Uh-huh.
And it's not because I think the Bears are amazing. I clearly don't. But, the foundational pieces are there. There should be no questions at quarterback. They have the weapons out wide. They made the big Sweat trade, and he looks amazing. They have the assets and the draft capital, and they just should be better.
Yeah.
They just should be better. So it's like, hey, go get the proven guys, put them in place, and see what happens. If at the
Yeah.
end of next season you go 10-7, lose in the second round of the playoffs, and then some elite kind of coach becomes available and you want to ditch Eberflus, fine, no problem.
Yeah.
Now you're sitting at a different table.
Mhm.
But if you want to burn it down and now and go Caleb and trust somebody to build it all back up, I just don't see why you're in a position to burn it down right now.
Yeah.
I understood burning it down when you had Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
This quarterback you have is a top 10 quarterback talent in the league.
Yeah.
Stop trying to get happier than happy.
Yeah, bro, he's the best. Like, he could be the best running quarterback in the league. I know, like, there's Lamar, but he's legit bigger, faster than him. He's bigger and faster than Hurts, and his arm talent is crazy. He has a fucking cannon. Like, it's. I don't know how you don't like have it figured out with him yet. Like, it doesn't seem that difficult. But
It's
Luke
offensive
Getsy,
coaching, in my opinion. It's just offensive coaching.
bro. It's his ego, bro. Bro, against the Vikings. You guys saw that, right? Disgusting, bro. Just screen left, screen right. 15 screens in a game.
Yeah.
15. Like, you
Yeah.
know how insane that is.
Yep. We're actually gonna have to look at that because, like, the thing is, the Packers could win out. Like, their schedule is pretty ass. Now, granted, they're not that good, but like, they could beat a lot of the teams they play. So their opponents are the Giants tomorrow, then Tampa Bay, which like a very losable game, but obviously also winnable. Then you got Carolina, that's a soft opponent. You got the Vikings, who they lost to already. I don't know if the Vikings are good enough to sweep a team this year. And then the Bears on the last day, which honestly I think is their hardest game.
The Vikings also beat them
Yeah,
when they had their quarterback.
yeah,
They scored all their points in that game before he tore his Achilles.
yeah.
So, like, this iteration of the Vikings, I don't see it.
Yep. So that's the thing. The Packers could win out. So if they win out, right, Detroit would have to drop 2 games to be at the same place. Detroit plays the Cowboys and the Vikings twice. Now, again, I don't think Detroit's good enough to sweep a divisional opponent. I think there's 2 losses here. They also played Denver, which is also very losable.
I think they lose that game. I think they
Bro,
lose
like
to Denver.
the Lions very easily could finish 1-3 down the stretch here. Yeah, that division is for for the taking still.
Bro, think about it, right? Like, think about it for the future.
Yeah,
Jordan Love is like, he's not awful, but
yeah,
they don't have any cap space. They don't have great draft capital.
Definition of mid-pack, dude.
Legit,
Yeah.
right? The Vikings don't have a quarterback, and the Lions have a quarterback, but he's a fraud. So they're not going anywhere. So if you build any competent team, bro, if the Bears just beat the Broncos and beat the Lions, in which
Yeah.
at a point in the fourth quarter, they were 99% favored to win that.
yeah,
If they just won those 2, they would be 7-6 right now. And I
Yeah.
think they would be the 6th seed. And I think
right.
1 or 2 games away from the Lions to win the division. So, like, you know, it's really not that hard, even with all of the offensive struggles, even with Fields going down for 4 games.
Yeah,
So this division isn't good. So, like to your guys' point, if you build a competent team next year, an actual competent team, we can easily win the division.
Yep.
I would do 2 things. Get that Raiders trade off by hook or by crook, and get the best up-and-coming offensive mind that's not yet ready to be a head coach. I will pay that guy like 2 years, 10 mil, egregious amount. Pay
yeah,
him that. Team option on the second year. I'm saying here you have Devontae Adams, you have DJ Moore, you have Cole Kmet, whoever else they add.
yeah,
We better be a top 8 to 10 offense.
yeah,
And then if they get their offense up to that level, they will win the division because their defense is actually good. The
Yeah.
Lions defense is not. Vikings defense is meh. Packers
Yeah.
defense is okay,
Yeah.
and they had the best quarterback talent in the division.
Hmm.
Jordan Love is what people think Justin Fields plays like.
Bro, you
Justin
know what the
Fields,
thing you know what the thing is, right? The Vikings defense is just Brian Flores.
Yeah,
That's it.
for
The
real.
that's all it is. The Lions defense is ass. The Packers defense has good pieces, but their secondary is trash. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, bro, our secondary is on the brink of being elite because, bro, Jalen Johnson is one of the best corners in the league.
He balled out today.
Kyler Gordon has been balling out. Jaquan Brisker has been balling out. That's why
Yeah.
I said in the first round we need Tyrell Newton, bro. The only weak point, ironically, now is Eddie Jackson. He used to be the only good player. Now he's the
Yeah.
weak point. His injuries, everything has killed him. Our linebackers are legit elite. Tremaine Edmonds is one of the best linebackers in the league. TJ Edwards leads the leagues in tackles and is playing at an all-pro level. Montez Sweat has completely changed the defense around. one of our top 60 picks in the defensive line in Jervon Dexter and Zach Pickens. Dexter has been balling out recently, and he's actually turning out to be at least a decent rotational piece.
Yeah.
Bro, if we get a good 3 technique and a safety, I'm telling you, this defense can be a top 10 defense. Bro, they're number 1 against the rush. You add a safety and a pass rusher to that, bro, there'll be a top 10 defense. Easy. But they have to pay Jalen Johnson, though.
It'll happen. I think the fact that they didn't trade him, they'll get it done.
this guy's name is Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's insane, dude.
Oh, it's the best name. It's the best name ever.
That is insane.
Bro, he should be able to put Kool-Aid on the back of his jersey.
I saw a
Let's just do
Jerron
numbers.
Newton pick 17 prediction.
Is that a
The Reds
center?
taking a white corner at 16? No chance, dude.
Oh, shit. Wait, who's the white corner?
This guy's name is Cooper DeJean.
Oh, yeah. That's Iowa, right? Iowa State or
Yep.
Iowa?
Iowa.
Yeah.
There's just no chance. Like, these things are not happening.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think DeJean might be a safety, but also, like, that just makes it even worse. Like, the safety is not going 17.
Mm-hmm.
They don't fuck with safeties like that, especially him in particular, but they don't fuck with safeties like that anymore.
I guess for the Ravens, I want another versatile tackle. I want another corner.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we could do with like an edge rusher or something. I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't think our team is like lacking a lot of shit.
Yeah, no, your team's pretty well rounded. And a lot of the pieces that they could use are like upgrades to positions that are already okay. They just could be better. So like running back could be better, but like it's kind of fine as is.
I'm super cool on drafting a running back and wasting capital on that.
I mean, the thing with drafting a running back is like you actually should be able to get a good one in the 4th round. Like the good franchises, and that's a part of the reason the position is devalued, but good franchises think they could get a difference maker in the 4th round. It's kind of the shit franchises that need to use actual real capital to get that position.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like in Baltimore, like you could probably take a running back in the 4th round and then add to your room. What else? Because the thing is they got Van Noy and Clowney, right? So like I don't know if they're gonna be bringing back both of them, but you might have to replicate one of their like production has to be replicated by a young player probably. So you could draft edge.
I think they would.
Also, drafting edge players in like round 2 and round 3, that's just Baltimore heritage. Like every time I look, literally like my whole life that I've been looking at Ravens depth charts, there's a 2nd or 3rd round pick who I didn't know about that's like probably going to hoop at some point.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a website.
Oh shit! Matabike enters unrestricted free agency this upcoming year.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, so if you look at the way they've built that part of their roster, right? First round pick Odafe Owe, third round pick Malik Harrison, fourth round pick Jatavius Robinson, and then in the interior you got third round pick, fourth round pick, fifth round pick. So like the middle of the draft is where the Ravens tend to eat when it comes to the defensive line. So that's kind of just what I would expect, but yeah, obviously they could go early rounds if they need somebody who's actually ready to contribute immediately. If they don't feel like they can wait, then you might see them go a little bit higher. I guess they're going to lose Patrick Queen, right?
Probably free agency.
They have the replacement already. I think third round pick Trenton Simpson. He's probably the guy who they expect to take his spot if they lose him in free agency. So they won't have to think about the linebacker position, I don't think.
Yeah, no, Trenton Simpson's a baller, bro. He's the only thing with him is he's just a little undersized, but he is fast as a motherfucker.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like with this Baltimore defense, I think you could live with an undersized linebacker in that defense.
Oh yeah, with Roquan Smith, you can do anything.
Roquan Smith and how good they are up front.
Oh yeah,
like you just want to protect your undersized linebacker from getting offensive linemen up to the second level.
I think they just need a corner. There's a couple of decent corners. They could probably draft that in the first round.
No, they were projected to draft some random corner from Toledo. I'm like, yo, if you're good, I don't really care where you're from.
Yeah.
My guess is corner, edge rusher, maybe interior lineman.
Yeah.
Hey, on a side note, OBJ has been balling, bro. He's finally looking like
ever since he's come back from the ankle. Ever since he's come back from the ankle injury, he's looked really, really good.
That's such an underrated pickup for how cheap they got him too.
Oh yeah,
such an underrated pickup.
It's a 1-year deal, man. There's very little downside. They also had to pay it to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
He's been hooping, and Isaiah Likely was good. Zay Flowers, told you about that guy, baller.
Yeah,
Ravens are good, man.
He looked like Zay Flowers is starting to come along at the same time that OBJ is starting to come along. Like OBJ needed to just, I think, get into obviously missing a lot of time, needs to kind of just get into the swing of things, picked up the injury, had to get healthy. Zay Flowers having to get his feet under him as a rookie.
Yeah, they're gonna be a really nice duo, especially with Mark back. When's he back? Or wait, isn't he out
next
for the
year?
season?
He's out for the year. But that's the thing. Like likely,
damn.
like this is the thing.
That's not confirmed. That's not confirmed.
It's not confirmed.
No,
because you know what it is.
They kind of rescinded that.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I thought it was surprising that I think
Harbaugh came in and said season ending immediately, but I feel like they got a timetable on that injury and they said, let's look around. Let's really think.
Let's wait.
Divisional round.
Yo, regardless, right? You're gonna lose good players in the NFL. To have a guy like Likely as your backup, it's not that bad of a one-off injury.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm anticipating seeing Mark Andrews in the wild card round if we have to play in that.
Bro, I think you guys are getting the number 1 seed. For sure.
I do too. But I think he'll be ready to go pretty much a month exactly from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, if you guys get the 1 seed, it's Ravens Niners in the Super Bowl. Ain't no one coming to Baltimore against that defense is going to win. No one.
Specifically Miami. I specifically don't think Miami is coming through to play a January football game.
Hey man, give me 35 degrees and driving rain and let's do this.
Bro. Yeah, they are not built for that. I actually think from Miami's standpoint, right? I specifically think they need the 1 seed, not even to play football games in Miami, just to not play football games in Baltimore and Kansas City.
Bro, they need that shit.
They need that shit. So yeah, the week 17 matchup between Baltimore Miami, we will definitely be here for that because that is probably the one game with most Super Bowl relevance because it's the home field in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kansas City and Jacksonville, like I put they're done for me when it comes to the one seed. It's a 2-horse race at this point.
Oh, 100%. Bro, I think they're done regardless. They're not doing anything in the playoffs, bro. Kansas City's has no receiving core. Legit. Like, at least last year they had fucking Juju Smith, who's not great, but it's something.
But you know what it shows you, Martaza? It shows you that like it's not necessarily about the total sum of talent you put on the field. It's about what's workable based on the talent you have, right? Juju Smith is Schuster's not much, but he was enough for it to be workable with Kelsey
Yeah.
and the random guys and Mahomes and the like running game, whatever, right? It was enough last year. Now a small marginal drop off, it makes it unworkable. And like, but at the end of the day, you just don't have to do anything aside from worry about Kelsey. You can leave these Chiefs receivers open; they will drop passes. It's bad, bro. Like it's really bad.
Bro, you know what another big factor I think the Chiefs are struggling this year?
Yeah.
Not many people have spoken about it, but the Matt Nagy factor, man. Like bro, last year he was there, but it was still Eric Bieniemy who was the offensive
Also,
coordinator.
yeah,
He got play
that's what I was
calling
gonna say.
duties, and surprise,
Yep.
surprise, they're dog shit.
So I looked at a Ravens mock draft.
Yeah.
They had the Toledo corner. There was an interior lineman from Michigan in second round, and the third round was a guard from Connecticut. And that's pretty much like three of the four things I said. Whether they decide to go edge rusher or corner, I don't really care. But yeah, I think with the four needs, interior line, like give me like a versatile guard, give me an edge rusher, and give me a corner.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
cool on receivers. I would like to bring OBJ back if it's at all possible.
Yeah.
I value continuity
Yeah.
on offense. Like I actually like the group of guys that we have.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it's possible to bring back OBJ, I absolutely would. I don't care how much it costs either. If it makes
Yeah.
our $250 million quarterback happy, then we fucking do it.
Yep. And I think with OBJ, obviously you think about an older player and you think declining production, right? But I also think his role is only going to get smaller as Zay Flowers develops as a young player. So you're kind of built to cope with a declining receiver, right? Like the structure is in place. So if anything, OBJ is like more reasonable for them than he is for some other teams that might need the whole contract's worth of production if they were to pay a guy like OBJ.
Yep. Look, if he's really about like wanting to win, I don't see why he wouldn't extend if the money's offered.
Yeah.
I think he likes it up there, you know.
Looks like
think
he's
he
having
likes
fun.
it.
He talks like he's having fun.
I think he likes
You could
Lamar.
see
Like
it
I
on the
think
field.
that's the thing. I think he likes playing with Lamar. Like that's the
Hey,
the
man.
benefit of having a quarterback with that kind of cachet and ability.
Everybody who plays with Lamar likes playing with Lamar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody
Yep.
likes it. Come to the Ravens.
Hey, can we talk about that though? In the rain against this type of thing, and he pulled out the victory. And no one, 2 first-round picks you could have had him for. Atlanta Falcons, Seattle
Hey, man.
Seahawks.
Hey, man.
This
They
will
did it.
go down in history, bro.
They didn't. They didn't want to do it. It is what it is. They can hold that. I'm sorry.
Bro, it's crazy. And by the way, for next year's draft, I think the Falcons or the Saints, bro, you have to get Jaden Daniels. Like, especially the Saints. Bro, please. I need Jaden Daniels with Chris Olave. I need that. Or the Falcons, bro. Imagine
Yo,
that
where do you
running
think
attack
Daniels gets picked in the draft? Like order wise.
between 7 and 12. Like that area.
Okay.
Because I think he goes to one of the NFC South teams for sure. I think he'll end up in Atlanta or New Orleans.
Yeah.
Bro, he's good, man. He's a baller. He has a cannon. He can run. The only thing about him is he's just small. He's an undersized quarterback.
Yeah.
He's good though, man. I like him over May personally, but
so
May
that's
has
the
the physical tools.
that's the dynamic that I think is going to be interesting to see this year with the rookie quarterbacks is that McDaniels, Penix, and Bo Nix are all going to be 24-year-old rookies. I look forward to seeing how they think about age in terms of the quarterback position when it comes to these prospects. Because that's the thing, like JJ McCarthy is going to be a 21-year-old rookie, and I think there's going to be a team that buys into age and the idea of developmental runway and makes a bad mistake.
You know who I think that team would be?
The Giants?
The Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Somebody's going to do it, bro. Somebody's going to do it.
Bro, I'm telling you, they're gonna because they took Addison this year. They're gonna be pressured into taking quarterback because Justin Jefferson's been on their case. They're gonna
Yeah.
be in that JJ McCarthy range because by that time I think May will be gone, Caleb obviously, Daniels will be gone, and I think they'll want someone for the future, and I think they'll take McCarthy.
Yeah.
Because that's just what the Vikings do.
Do you think
Penix is an interesting one?
That's it. Yeah, I think so. With Penix and with Daniels, like fit in the offense is so important, and I think there's a ton of upside in the right situation.
Oh yeah, with both two. But I think Bo Nix is trash. I'll just put it out there. Like that guy.
I didn't include him. I think he sucks too. But I think specifically with Jaden and Penix, because like I look at Penix, right? I feel like if you put him in offense like the Niners, and I mean schematically, not just the fact that the Niners are good, but like those kind of offenses, kind of like a Houston offense, these kind of offenses that we don't need the quarterback to necessarily create the most on their own. Just take the plays that the offense creates, like a Miami as well. Penix in that kind of a role, I think he could cook. McDaniels or Jaden Daniels, I think with him, you want to get him with a coach that basically is going to try to use the quarterback every different way the quarterback can be used. And what I mean by that is like designed runs, option plays, letting him go off script when he wants to, also fitting him within like a again, like manufactured throws by the offense, everything, right? A offensive coach that's actually trying to like leverage everything a quarterback could bring to the table. I think Jaden Daniels does well in that role. I think if he ends up on a team that maybe only wants like basically the quarterback to be like a special somebody who specializes in one or two things, I don't think that's the best fit for him.
Yeah, no, 100%. I 100% agree with that. Leon, the thing is, so Daniels, obviously Caleb May, and then it's gonna be one of Nix and Penix that goes in the first round. The interesting one is McCarthy. Now, does he get that Will Levis treatment? I don't know. But maybe because he's on Michigan and they might win a national championship, teams look at him differently. But I don't think JJ McCarthy is all that good, man. I don't know.
I don't either. He's just benefiting from youth. Like
you know what the thing is? I have friends because he's from where I live. He's from the Barrington area. So I have friends who played in schools against him in high school, and they were telling me like but he's not an NFL player. So, but like we just know 21-year-old white dude won a national championship. He's decently tall, decently mobile, got a decent arm. They're gonna take him in the first round. You already know.
All they have to do is tell themselves that he's a young, smart winner, and the rest is like you don't even have to think too much further than that. Because again, like they're gonna look at it. They're gonna say in the last year of his rookie deal, he's gonna be as old as Penix, Nix, and Jaden Daniels are right now. They're just like, it's an easy lie to tell yourself. But yeah, I think he's the quarterback. Every year there's a quarterback that like unanimously the draft community says, bro, this guy does not belong. And I just think McCarthy's the guy this year.
Who do we think falls into that category, right? Between like 10 and like, well, I don't know, 20. That
Who falls into that part of the draft?
Yeah, that would possibly get a quarterback.
We'll actually look at that in a second. Yo, we're gonna flush out the whole draft order after we predict the year.
Oh, fuck yes, let's do it.
So we'll get to that for sure. I think as of right now, let me see where it's at right now. 10 to 20, right? So you're talking Saints, Falcons, Seahawks, Rams, maybe Broncos, maybe.
I was
like
thinking,
Rams.
yeah, that's the other two I was thinking. Rams and Broncos, maybe.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Tampa Bay, as of right now, is picking in the 20s, bro, or like probably picking 19. Yeah, probably. This only giving us the top 18 right now.
Tampa Bay's picking 19th. Ha.
Yeah,
you know what? How about this? How about an interesting one? How about a fucking wild card? How about the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro?
For trading for who?
They get a new quarterback.
Just taking a quarterback wherever they have their pick.
Or trading for one or something like that. I don't know about Kenny Pickett.
I don't see it. I think they probably should, but I don't think they're going to do it. Because they are right on the fringes with a quarterback they've invested 2 years into. They would at the very least give it another year and decide whether or not to pick up his 5th-year option.
Yeah.
But if I were them, I would trade him and burn it down and start over.
Yeah.
Because I don't think starting over is going to make them that much worse offensively. They're already unwatchable. You know they're going to have a good defense as the Steelers. I would just try something different. You're in a division with Joe Burrow, Nasty Man, and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
You're going to Kenny Pickett every week. You're not going to get very far.
Yep.
Also, how about
7 seed conversations for forever?
For sure. And what if McCarthy falls into the Detroit range?
I think between the fact that Goff's not that old and Hooker just got picked, I think they're not going to take
they got Hooker. I forgot about Hooker.
Yeah, I think Hooker actually he started practicing recently, but yeah, that's a guy.
I completely forgot about him. I think Minnesota could be the one.
Minnesota is guaranteed to draft a quarterback, bro. Like it's almost certain.
Oh, please take Bo Nix. Please, Vikings. Please.
Yo,
if they take Bo Nix, oh man.
Is Dylan Gabriel good?
He's
I'm talking college good. Like I'm not even talking.
He's college good. He's college good. Yes.
He's college good. Cause I watched him play for one game, and I just remember thinking like, that guy can play college ball. So I mean, I think he might be an upgrade over Nix, and that's just because like I don't really rate Nix like that. But I guess Nix was college good too. But I thought that was an interesting transfer.
I think Dylan Gabriel could be college great next year. Potentially.
Okay, true. Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's potential for that to be an upgrade.
But I think a lot of that depends if Troy Franklin comes back.
Yeah.
That's because, let's be real, bro. The wide receiver talent in this draft is crazy. Next year, it's Luther Burden, and that's it. So, if I'm Troy Franklin, I'm staying another year.
Yeah.
And, potentially going in the first next year because he's definitely going to have that. I think he's a junior, so there's no point because he's a really good receiver. Is he a senior? Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. He's 20 years old, bro. Go back to college.
Yeah. Well, we can get to picking these games. So for this week, I'm gonna do Cowboys, Packers, Dolphins to finish up these games. Um, we can go
Let's
next
do
week.
it.
Peter, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. What's up? What's
All
up?
right, all right, all right. We're gonna run off these games real quick. We got 4
Oh
games,
hell yeah! That's what I've been waiting for, man. Fuck this
bro.
game. To be honest.
Facts. Fuck this game. All right, Raiders, Chargers, backup quarterback, Raiders, right?
My God, that's haram. That's haram. I'm
Facts,
sorry,
facts,
but
facts.
yes,
Steelers coming off a long week against the Colts. Colts bounce back, right?
Yes.
Trubisky is probably playing for the Steelers. Colts bounce back.
yeah.
Yes.
That smells like Trubisky 2 picks.
All right, Dolphins baptize the Jets, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Texans potentially without Nico Collins and
50-50,
Tank Dell.
baby. We don't know if Stroud's playing.
Oh shit. Okay, here's the thing. They played twice, and I was like, I feel like I want to give Tennessee one of those wins because I just don't know if Houston sweeps them. So if Stroud might not
Let's
play,
do
we
that.
gotta give this one Tennessee. We'll give Houston the other matchup.
Okay.
Baltimore against Jacksonville.
Ravens.
Baltimore.
Next.
All right.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Chiefs over Patriots.
They're gonna add. That's a get right game if I've ever seen one.
That's an ass whooping, probably. Bears Browns. Okay, this is interesting. It's real
Ooh.
interesting, but it's
Hey,
so
Joe
it's
Flacco versus Justin Fields, baby. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I think the Bears are gonna win.
Same.
And the reason I think the Bears are going to win is because
Yeah.
Flacco's not a mobile quarterback whatsoever.
Yeah.
And if they just heat him up a little bit,
Yeah.
I think the back end of their defense will make enough plays. Whereas
Yeah.
the Browns defense, we know their defense is good,
Yeah.
but I've seen like mobile quarterbacks give the Browns defense problems.
Yeah.
I think Fields extending plays, Flacco's inability to move left to right, the Bears are going to win.
Especially, bro, us stopping the run. The Browns are a play action team. Like that's their passing game is play action. If we
Yeah.
can stop the run and force them into a drop back game, and just
That's 2 people.
put JJ on Amari Cooper, and then other than that, bro, they got nothing.
All right. Broncos Lions. I think we probably all have the Broncos here. It's in Detroit.
Lions.
I think the Lions are going to win.
Yeah. No, I think the Broncos will win.
You got the Broncos?
Bro, the Detroit Lions defense sucks. Like they're
trying to see, hold up. So the Broncos have won what? They've won like
a lot.
6 out of their last 7.
Yeah.
Down the stretch here, they got Detroit, New England, the Chargers, and the Raiders. Are we having them winning out? Because like maybe this is the loss they take. So this is probably the loss. All right. Well, I'll give it to Detroit. Vikings, Bengals. Oh my god.
Bengals. Jake Browning actually was serviceable.
Browning is cooking. We got Bills, Cowboys in Buffalo. I actually like the Bills here.
I'll say Buffalo because they have to win, dude.
Yeah, backs against the wall. They need it more than Dallas. Yeah.
Do the Bills play on grass or turf?
They also play in like inclement weather. Like more so than any other team.
Yeah, but it's turf for sure.
I think it's turf.
Yeah,
I'll
take the Cowboys.
Okay, so Peter, you got the Bills because I got the Bills.
Yes.
All right, we're giving this one to the Bills then. Falcons, Panthers. Falcons.
Come on, bro. Come on. Next question.
Falcons probably.
Tampa against Green Bay.
Packers.
Wait, what? Didn't that already happen in week 1?
No. Yeah, Tampa against Green Bay in Green Bay. Let me see what Tampa Bay's last.
Green Bay played the Bears week 1, dude.
Bro.
No. Oh no, Tampa played the Vikings week 1. That's
bro. Tampa Bay's won 2 games in a row. Do we have them on a 3-game winning streak?
But look at the Packers.
Packers have won 4 in a row.
4 in a row. Yeah, they dropped this game.
You think Baker Mayfield's beating the Packers?
Actually, we need a Jordan Love extension. Sorry. Packers are winning. Go Pack, go.
I don't know. I just think I believe in the Pack more than I believe in Baker winning 3 in a row. And that sounds
especially
crazy.
in Lambeau. Yeah.
I think that's Yeah. I'm going Green Bay. Saints over Giants, right?
Easy.
Niners over Cardinals,
Yeah.
Rams over Commanders, and then the Eagles do
Yeah.
not lose 3 in a row. So the Eagles beat the Seahawks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So with 3 games to go, this is what the situation looks like. So we got literally 5 teams tied at 8 and 6. I lied, 4 teams because one of them is a division winner in Jacksonville. But Jacksonville and Indy are both 8 and 6, while the Texans are 7 and 7 here. Wow,
Wow.
what a division here. And then quietly, oh shit. Yo, here's the thing. If Denver gets that game against Detroit, Denver's 1 game behind Kansas City. But nah, like they're 2 games behind now. But yeah, okay, we'll get to the next week. Bengals at Steelers in a Saturday game.
Steelers win on some bullshit.
Because here's the thing, right? The Bengals won the first matchup, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like actually the Steelers won the first matchup.
Oh, I don't know. Steelers win on some bullshit. It just smells like it.
They're at home. Murtaza, you think the Steelers will be favorites at home against the Bengals?
Against the Bengals, it might be like 2 points.
They won't.
This thing.
They won't.
So
It would be even. And since Mike Tomlin is either a small favorite or an underdog, he's gonna win. Yes, Steelers
Okay.
win. Yes,
We're going
I know Mike
Steelers.
Tomlin.
Okay, I'm with that. Bills, Chargers, Bills.
Oh yeah.
We still don't know what Herbert's injury situation's looking like.
Even with
Browns-
He's
Herbert.
out for the season, dude.
Oh shit, Browns, Texans, both
Bro,
teams
Herbert
coming off the
was-
loss.
Herbert was hiding his hand in a hoodie pocket. He's out for the season.
Damn. Okay.
Texans win this. I don't think they lose to the Browns, especially at home.
Well, I also think the Texans, we have them losing a bunch of games in a row now. I lied. Yeah, we have them losing back-to-back games. I think you got to give them the win.
Yeah.
Texans will win because they have to win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Texans. Then we got Denver, New England. Denver?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Chiefs over Raiders?
Yeah.
Commanders,
Washington.
Jets. Washington?
I'd say the Jets, but like doesn't matter.
Fuck it. Colts, Falcons. How many games do the Colts have? Colts are 8 and
7.
6. 8 and 6.
It's in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta home versus away is
Yeah.
huge for Atlanta.
Yeah. Give it to Atlanta. They're so good at home.
All right, Peter. Oh, I mean, fuck it. 2 people for Atlanta. That's enough. Seahawks, Titans. Seahawks at this point losing 3 in a row.
Yep.
They get a win. Jaguars,
Seahawks will win a
Bucks.
W.
Jaguars
Jags.
at this point on a crazy losing streak, so I'm giving them the win over the Bucks. Cowboys, Dolphins. This is the Cowboys coming off of a loss against Buffalo. I have them beating the Dolphins.
Yeah,
Question:
I don't hate
Do
it.
they play on grass or turf?
I think they play on turf.
The Dolphins as well.
I think the Dolphins play on. Sorry, I think the Dolphins play on grass.
Yeah, Dolphins winning. Bro,
Hey,
the
Peter, what do you
Cowboys can't play on grass. Like
Damn.
you look at the record, bro.
Yeah.
It's awful. On turf, they're like unstoppable. On grass, they're the worst team.
Yeah.
I think Miami will win.
So you got Miami as well. All right. So Cowboys losing 2 in a row here. And then we got Ravens, Niners. How do we feel, people?
They can
Super
have
Bowl.
that one.
Super Bowl.
Bro,
They
high
can have
key,
this
high
one.
key, high key. Murtaza, what do you got? Peter's got the Niners.
What do you got?
I like. Hold on, let me see. Both teams going into this game. Niners have won 6 in a row. The Ravens have won 4 in a row.
They could have it.
Yeah, I'll go Niners. I'll go
Yeah,
Niners.
same.
That's fine. They can have it. We'll be back.
Saints,
Rams.
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 Packers over Panthers, and then I got
Yes.
Vikings over Lions.
I'm okay with that.
Because bro, Murtaza, they play twice, so I'm giving the home teams.
Okay.
the wins here.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm just giving the home. Then Bears, Cardinals. I'm going with the Bears,
Easy.
and then Eagles over the Giants. So now with 2 games to go, I think at this point the Eagles have the division clinched. The Lions are 1 game ahead of the Packers. The Niners have their division done. The Falcons are a game up on the Saints and 2 games on the Bucks. The AFC East is clinched. The AFC North is clinched. The AFC West is probably not clinched yet. The Jags are only 1 game ahead of both Houston and Indy. And again, bro, oh shit, bro, guys, we have 6 teams tied at 8 and 7, with the top 2 teams of the 6-way tiebreaker getting 2 playoff spots. That's lit.
Oh, this is hoops.
This is fire. This is dope. And bro, look, Murtaza,
let's get a Bills L in there. Let's do
Yo,
Yeah, I know. I'm watching the Bears. I'm watching
the Bears are 1 game out of the playoffs.
Hey, one game. You never know.
Week 17.
Possible.
Let's go. Come on.
Week 17, bro. Browns against the Jets. Browns on a 2-game winning streak.
Browns
I think
have to win.
get right. They get right.
They
Browns got to win.
Them losing at home to Zach Wilson is unfathomable.
Colts win.
Raiders.
Colts beat the Raiders.
Colts have to win.
Okay, and then Baltimore over Miami, right?
Yes.
And this gives them the 1 seed. Fuck yes.
All right. Buffalo over New England.
Yes.
Houston gets and then we got to give Houston Houston gets this one. Chiefs over Bengals.
Yes, that would be a really cool game if Joe Burrow's hand was not the size of the state of Texas.
We have the AFC getting every win here, and then the Broncos over Easton Stick. Jaguars over Panthers. Steelers versus Seahawks. Seahawks, mind you.
There's ever been an AFC slate where every home team has won in a day?
Probably not. Also, then we have the Jags winning. The Steelers, it's on the road. Yeah, every AFC home team would win. Literally 7 of them.
I feel confident putting that in the parlay, though.
Kind of, yeah. That would be you get some good odds.
I don't even think any of those are I think all those are slam dunk things, obviously, but we'll see, whatever. Steelers, Seahawks?
Seahawks, I think at this point, they lost 4 in a row before their last. Actually, I lied. Yeah, they lost 4 in a row. 5 in a row before their last win. So I think we give them a win.
Yeah, fuck the Steelers.
All right, so bro, at this point, I mean, okay, let's see what the road teams do here. Detroit against Dallas. I got Dallas winning at home.
Dallas will curb stomp them.
All right, Eagles beat the Cardinals. Rams beat the Giants. Niners beat the Commanders. Saints versus Bucks. I got the loser of the first matchup winning, whoever the fuck that is. So the Saints lost the first matchup, so I'm okay with the Saints winning this one. They also have a mini bye because they have. They
hurt though.
I think he played today. I mean, he sucked, but that's another story.
He played.
Oh, okay.
All right, Saints have extra rest because they played the Thursday before or some shit like that. So, I guess I'm okay with giving the Saints this win. That basically also eliminates the Bucks from the playoffs. Wait, do we give the Bucks the win because their backs are against the wall? But then again, so are the Saints because they need to win as well.
So
I'll give it to the Saints. Fuck it. Bears beat the Falcons in Chicago.
Yes.
And then Vikings Packers. We said the Packers win this one, right?
Packers win.
So the Packers have now taken the division. They are the 3 seed. Detroit is the 6 seed.
Oh, we had a nasty Detroit L streak.
And bro, look at for real. Look at the 4-way tie for 1 game out of the playoffs. Mind you, the Rams play the Niners, who have to win to keep the 1 seed. So Rams L is kind of likely. Oh, this is gonna get real funky.
Oh,
this is gonna get funky.
Hey man, this Bears backdoor to the 7 seed.
Hey, bro.
We got a 4-way tie. We got a 4-way tie in the AFC for those playoff spots. We got the Bills climbing up out of the dead.
I'm sorry, this is hoops.
This is actually pretty amazing. All right, so last week of the year.
Quarterback.
All right, so fucking Patriots. You know what? I want give me the Patriots over the Jets randomly. Just
at that point,
who cares, right? Cool. So here's my thing. I got Miami beating Buffalo because one, Buffalo's on a crazy winning streak here, but also they curb stomped Miami early, and Miami's historically done well in this. I think Miami gets to get back. So I got Miami getting this win here. I think Baltimore beating Pittsburgh here is so I would bet on it now if I could. Baltimore's not getting swept by Pittsburgh. So this win is done, right? Bengals Browns 8-8 against 9-7. This is kind of a playoff game in Cincinnati. It shows that the Browns have a mini bye because they played the Thursday before. So the Browns have extra rest here. I'm trying to see who won the
But the
earlier
Bengals
matchup.
win. Bengals win.
The Browns won in week 1 at home. Do we got the home team winning, the Bengals?
Yes,
Yeah.
because the Bengals are also on 2 losses in a row. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Both teams finishing 9-8 sounds about right. Both teams are out of it as of now. Colts against Texans, division on the line. Actually, the Jags are just going to beat the Titans, so they win the division. But this is for a playoff spot, probably.
Texans, baby.
Texans.
go
All
into Indy
Yeah,
and
the
win.
Colts won the first game.
Oh, bless. Okay, yeah. Then Houston's getting this win, and then we got Chiefs over the Chargers, right? And then Broncos Raiders. Who actually cares? Actually, you know what? No, this is a playoff game for the Broncos. The Broncos get that win, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yep, 3 10-7 teams get the playoff spots with Houston getting the 5 seed. Oh, bro, I just thought of something. Can you imagine if we get Denver, Miami in the playoffs? Bro, can you imagine?
Oh shit!
Can you imagine if we get Denver, Miami in the playoffs, bro? We need that. We
that
need
would
that.
be
Fuck,
crazy.
it's one game away from happening in this matchup.
70
What
points.
happens if hold on? What happens if Buffalo wins? Bro, that messes it up as well. All right, whatever. Well, we did that. We did the AFC. Let's do the NFC now. Carolina against Kyle Trask. I'm giving Carolina this win.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. They still get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Dallas against Washington. Dallas has absolutely nothing to play for here because they beat Detroit, right?
Yep.
So Detroit can't catch them. Yeah, they beat Detroit. Dallas has absolutely nothing to play for, so Washington gets this win. The Eagles have everything to play for still, so they get the win here. Detroit against Minnesota. We already gave Minnesota the last win, so I'm giving Detroit the win here. All right, Packers, Bears. A huge
When the Bears
matchup.
win, I want to see what happens.
Yeah, just do it. Just
Bears
wait,
loser.
don't click it yet. Don't click it yet. Don't click
Okay,
it.
we click it at the end. We click it at the
Yeah,
end.
yes.
No,
Yes.
All right.
no. Put in the Bears win right now.
Fuck it. All right, fuck it. Whatever.
Put in the Rams L, so Niners win.
So hold up, Saints, Falcons. Give this one to the Saints because I think the Falcons won the first
Falcons
matchup.
won the first game on some bullshit.
All right, Saints get this win and go to the
No,
playoffs.
but they'd go above us.
Seahawks get the win against that team. All right, so as of right now, the Bears and Seahawks miss out because of a tiebreaker.
Why would the Rams win this? Common victories or something?
Because it's a 3-way tie. It probably gets to. It must be common victories before conference record.
Wait, let's give the Rams an L, man. Come on, let's see here.
Let's give the Rams an L somewhere. Okay, so if
No, you know what we need to do? Let's give the Packers an L and see what happens in the tiebreaker.
All right,
that's what we really need to do.
All right, so we're giving the Packers an L against Tampa,
Carolina, or something.
Tampa or Carolina.
You know what we need to give them an L against?
Who?
Tampa. Yes, because we lost to Tampa as well. Do that.
Because hold up, let me see Tampa how they finished the year. Because I think we have Tampa literally losing out. Yeah, we have Tampa losing the last 4 games.
All right, let's say Tampa beats the fucking Packers.
All right, that doesn't actually change anything.
Change anything?
Yeah.
Who else can we get in this fucking tiebreak, dog?
Do we have to get hold on? Did we get the Bears every single win? Yeah, we did. Okay, so
yes.
Let's give Seattle L and see if
let's
dropping
put Minnesota in this bitch. Let's put Minnesota.
Hold up, real quick. Let me see something real quick.
I want to see the Bears make the playoffs via tiebreak, and I feel like it's possible.
All right, we got to get the Rams.
I'm telling you, give the Rams an L, bro.
No. I want to see if they can make it via tiebreaker. Put Minnesota in this bitch.
Wait, where the fuck is Minnesota? Oh, 8-9. All right, true.
Yes.
Let's get Minnesota.
And we'll put Atlanta in this motherfucker too if we have to.
All right, yo, should we give Minnesota the win against the Bengals?
Yes, fuck it, doesn't matter.
Fuck it, yeah.
That changes.
God damn it! That puts
them in. Fuck, okay.
Atlanta,
we
give them a win.
No. Hold on. Atlanta, you said? Let's get Atlanta a win. Atlanta, well, let's give them
Saints,
the
yeah.
last week. That changes
Who's in the
nothing.
division?
That just swaps their positioning with the Saints.
Hold on, scroll down.
Let's give Atlanta a loss against Indy and see what happens.
That just drops them further
sorry.
down. What if they beat the Saints though?
Oh wait, hold up. We need to give them a win, right? Okay, let's
We
give
can't
them.
give them a win because we take it from the Bears.
Yeah.
Fuck. A 5-win
Bucks?
tie for 9-8.
Wait,
Okay, hold up. I think we need to.
just
We
give
need
the
to give
Rams,
the Rams
an
an
L.
L, right? So the Rams L should happen against the Commanders because the Commanders are off a bye week. Fuck it. That puts the Bears in. So we need Sam Howell off a bye week to cook. We need Magic Johnson to give a riveting pregame speech, and we go from there.
Hey man, Bears Eagles playoffs. Are we ready?
Bro, you know what the craziest part is? Wait, can you change games like that have already happened? Can you do that?
Nah. Like the
Try
games
it.
that.
Try it.
Wait, actually, I could.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
back.
Okay.
Go back.
Here.
Change the Rams
Hey,
back
hold
to
up.
what they were.
Okay, so hold up. Do change what to what they were? The
Change
Rams?
the Rams back to what they were.
Okay.
Okay,
Now go to the
back
Bears.
Go back to the Bears. I want the
Give them
Lions.
Denver and Lions.
They'd be division winners.
They beat the
Bro,
3
we
seed.
beat a 3rd seed. Oh my god.
They beat the
Okay,
3rd
so
seed.
put the Denver game back.
Oh,
Bro, they'd be the
Mike.
3rd seed even with one of the wins.
And
Even
we played
with-
Detroit. We'd play
even-
Detroit.
Bro, they would actually have to come to Philadelphia for a playoff game.
They'd be hosting Detroit for a playoff game. All right, so change the first Lions game back.
Give us Denver.
Yeah, sure.
6 seed.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah,
still be a
Go
wild
to
card.
Detroit and beat the fuck out of them.
Okay, so give them take away a random game then. Take away one of the games at the end.
Wait,
Whatever
even
AFC
with
opponents have.
Take away
Browns?
I don't know. The Green
Yeah,
Bay
sure.
one. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Damn.
The Bears look like they're not winning any of the tiebreakers against the NFC teams at 9-8.
Yeah, man. What a crazy set of circumstances.
All right, let's go to the AFC now.
All right, let's figure this shit out in the AFC.
Let's give the Browns and the Bengals a win. If that's even possible.
We'll figure it out. We'll give the Bengals a win against the Steelers because they're kind of that gets them a
Yeah, they're
in the
out of it.
playoff.
Okay. Give the Browns a
With
win.
one win. We'll give the Browns a win against the Bears
Sure, why not? For the sake of
what we're doing. That gets them in Cincinnati's spot.
That is hilarious. 5 teams at 10-7. Let's give the Colts a win.
Colts. Oh, Falcons. Easy money. That does not do anything for them. But I think that just got Cincinnati out. Hold up. Cincinnati was in before, right?
No.
Wait, hold up. Falcons? Oh, yeah, no, they weren't.
This is hilarious. Let's get if the Jaguars lose a game.
Jaguars lose.
Let's just say the Jaguars lose to the fucking Titans last week of the season.
Fuck it. Wow, that doesn't change anything for them.
They still win the division. Fuck.
So in a 3-way tie with Houston and the Colts, the tiebreakers would work out for them.
It appears that way.
Fascinating stuff.
Yo, if we could end up with a playoff bracket like this, I'd fucking take it. You kidding me? Don't have to play the Chiefs round 2? I'll take it.
I think you guys would kill the Chiefs.
I feel like we'd beat them too, but like, give me Trevor Lawrence. That's that punk ass nigga, man.
True. But
Give me
bro,
that team.
I think the 49ers fucking Ravens would be a great Super Bowl.
And it
Yo,
would be a rematch too from like a couple months beforehand. It would actually be such a great matchup.
I thought you were gonna say it'd be a
Wait,
rematch.
wouldn't it
of
be
a
the
previous-
Harbaugh Bowl?
Yeah, I thought
I
you'd
mean,
say
a rematch of that as well.
it'd be a rematch of a previous Super Bowl. If we beat them again, oh my god, niggas would never be able to talk to me.
Yeah, you would. That would be crazy.
Yo, if I just got like a Ravens Super Bowl this year, I would be okay with life. Like my sports life would be fantastic.
What would mean more, Ravens Super Bowl or Suns championship?
Probably a Suns championship because I haven't seen one.
Hmm.
But I think a Ravens Super Bowl. Actually, I don't know. I think like the vibes of winning the last Super Bowl was amazing. The vibes are
Bro,
incredible.
think about
Yo.
if you won this Super Bowl, like everyone doubting you guys, everyone doubting Lamar.
Actually, you know what? For the sake of Lamar Jackson discussions, give me the Super Bowl.
Yo, so I went back to our initial like predictions, and then I did the draft order. We got the Giants and Jets picking 4 and 5. So the Jets would be in like quarterback range while probably having to build a contender around Rodgers. But they'd probably get an offensive tackle here though.
No, don't they not have that pick?
I think they have it because Rodgers didn't play snaps. Like Rodgers needed to play, I think, 75% of the
Yeah.
snaps for it to convert.
Okay.
It's a second round now. It's a second round pick now.
Interesting. The Cardinals slid up to number 2 in our projections.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think
We
it'll
gave the
be
Patriots a random ass win, didn't we?
Yeah, we gave him the Jets in the last game.
Yeah, let's take switch that and then see
That
what happens.
actually is a huge thing for like the sake of this kind of stuff. Okay, let's give the Jets the win. That knocks the Jets to 8, and that puts the Patriots back to number 2.
Give the Cardinals a win. I think that would be.
So I've given oh shit, I actually have them losing.
They're not
out.
gonna lose out. They're not gonna lose out.
We got them taking so the loss to the Niners is not the one. I don't think the loss to the Eagles, Bears, or Seahawks. Like Seahawks is the one in the last week.
Bro,
But Bears,
I
Niners,
think so.
Eagles, it's tough. Well, let's give it to them versus the Seahawks. The Seahawks aren't making the playoffs. Let's just say they get that, right? That puts the Cardinals to 4, Giants to 3.
Giants trade up. Give me Kayvon Thibodeau. 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick this year.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. In that position,
Oh, number 7 to Las Vegas. That looks tasty, not gonna lie.
Yo, the Chargers are going to be picking at 6.
They're gonna take Brock Bowers.
Jeez.
They need weapons for fucking Herbert, bro. Everyone's just dropping balls.
they also need a coach.
I think they already have him. He's the offensive coordinator.
Their offense is butt cheeks, though.
But I think that's more to do with the receivers just not getting open / dropping balls than it is the play calls.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't
Bro,
know, man.
think about
I don't like how
2
Justin
games.
Herbert and Trevor Lawrence be escaping slander. I don't like it.
Oh, 100%. I think they've definitely escaped slander, but
It doesn't sit right with me.
I've been calling Trevor Lawrence out for that. He's
Niggas
the
will talk left
Twitter
and right about black quarterbacks, all
Mhm.
crazy, and then these white dudes who throwing 3 picks a game and no one says shit. It bothers me.
Also, are we sure Trevor Lawrence is, considering everything, has had a better NFL career than Justin Fields?
I mean, no, he's been on a more talented team.
Right? Like, bro, it's actually crazy.
I feel like it's a situation where you could say if they switched around, you could say like probably not much would change in either situation.
It's also Trevor Lawrence gets hella credit for them coming back in that playoff game last year, when really we need to look at the Chargers coaching staff.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Everyone's like, "Oh, Superman, Trevor Lawrence," and I'm like, "Bro, they were up like 28-3 or 28-0 or some shit, and they lost."
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Like, I don't know. That's why, like, I don't think the Jaguars are that good.
I don't think they are either.
Yeah, me neither. This was a take that me and Murtaza caught some flack from a Jaguars fan, but like my whole thing was like they've made some marginal improvements in certain parts of the field, but they're in the exact same tier that I think they were last year as a team.
Yep.
They're in the same spot.
Yep.
I think they would have had to make moves to become a seriously better defense for them to go into a different tier, or they would have had to make a move to get like an offense changing weapon. And like Ridley's pretty good, but he's not that.
Yep. Hey, who do we think the Titans take here at 5?
The Titans at
Probably
5.
Fashanu, probably.
Yeah, their left tackle that they signed is like a huge bust at in terms of a free agency signing. He's probably gone.
Because I'm trying to see.
But yeah, this is the draft order.
Also,
the Cardinals at 4. They probably take at this point an edge rusher because Marvin Harrison probably doesn't make it to 4,
unless the Bears trade down to 7.
I actually think it would be so funny if the Giants took Marvin Harrison here and literally like the same, like the thing continues. It goes from OBJ to Saquon to Marvin Harrison. Like, let's let a generational weapon just rot in a terrible place on a terrible team.
Yeah, man. It's actually crazy.
But yeah, I mean, like,
I think the Giants would probably trade down or something in that scenario.
Dude, the thing is, if they don't sit here and just take a quarterback the way this draft is going, actually, I lied because quarterbacks probably go 1 and 2. Thing is, Leon, I'm just curious. It says Daniel Jones to Patriots. Are you that sure that the Patriots would trade out needing a quarterback? I'm so certain the Patriots are just taking a quarterback.
Bro, it's Drake May, bro. He's the Patriots quarterback. Like, it's almost guaranteed.
Hey, yo, Patriots May, bro. They can already, the fucking t-shirts sell themselves. They go from the Patriot way to Patriot May, bro. Like, the marketing opportunity is already there.
Yeah, I feel like if they get a top 2 pick, they're just going to take a quarterback and say, "Fuck you, Mac Jones," and cut him.
Yes. They're shipping him to the CFL immediately.
Bro, they already benched him for fucking what's his face,
Bailey Zappi.
Bro, they like benched him like 3 times. Have you ever seen that in the season, Murtaza?
But he also had like he's been benched in prior years too. This is like the 5th time in his life he's been benched for the same guy. It's so shitty.
I think he is such a bust.
Right out of that pick.
What's that?
The Patriots are the most for sure going to draft a quarterback by hook or by crook team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because even if like they want to get rid of Bill Belichick and make that bold decision, right?
Yeah.
Whoever comes in isn't going to want Mac Jones.
Hell no. Hey, a quarterback is coming. A quarterback is coming to New England.
And this is his 3rd year, right?
Mac Jones, yeah.
Yeah, so like after this next season, upcoming season, he would get expensive.
Yeah.
And he's
you know what the crazy thing is?
He shouldn't even be here. Cut him now while he's cheap.
He's progressively gotten worse. Like,
yeah,
it's actually crazy. First, his rookie year, he was a Pro Bowler somehow. Yeah. Then he was like bad last year. This year, he's been ass cheeks.
Yeah, I just think there's no way they can go without a quarterback another year. You could kind of talk the people in the Giants building into running it back with everybody like a 7 or 8 win team, but those same dudes did get to the playoffs and win a playoff game. So, like,
yeah,
you can kind of see it.
Murtaza, you were talking about draft order, but what the hell is this?
What do you mean?
Bro, this order goes 16, 16, 17, 17, 17, 18, 18. So they effectively went to
Coin flips?
nah, that's that they went to 22 teams in this order.
Uh-huh.
Cause I don't know if that's coin flips. Wait. Bro, we're getting a Jalen Carter touchdown. Oh my god. Fuck that. It's redeemed. Forget the result. We got a Jalen Carter touchdown.
For what?
Hey man, let's go.
Wait, I'm about to watch this play.
I hope he's not down, man. I didn't see that closely what happened to him. He's not complaining. I hope he's not down.
Let's go, baby.
Okay,
Hey,
we got a game, folks.
Bro, defensive tackle to defensive tackle, bro. Fletcher Cox forcing the strip. Jalen Carter damn near walking into the end zone from like 35 yards out, from 45 yards out, which I don't understand. But the equals are on the board. This is an 11-point game. We'll see what happens. But back to this. Murtaza, earlier on, you were talking about the teams between 11 and 20 to take quarterbacks,
which
right?
is
So we got
basically
here
this.
Falcons, Saints, Seahawks, Pittsburgh,
Vikings,
Minnesota,
Denver.
Yeah. And this is the thing, Denver, this is the kind of spot where like the kind of quarterback they would want is probably going to be available.
Yep.
Because yeah. So that's yeah.
Listen,
we'll see.
Denver and LA are JJ McCarthy range because it's a like you wait around for a couple years and then you take the reins.
Yeah.
The Falcons, Bucks, Saints is you step in right now. That's the Bo Nix, Penix, Jaden Daniels range.
That nigga Bo Nix is ass. I can't wait to hate on him.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've been hitting on him. Legit.
Yo, you know what it is? There's always a quarterback that like I've just hated on, and it's so funny how every year the draft delivers. Like it was Daniel Jones when he was in the draft. It was Will Levis last year. There's always a guy. Josh Allen was that guy for me. Oh yeah, I think Mac Jones was the one in that draft. But every draft you look at, like the thing is, I
hated Kenny Pickett.
I hated her. Oh, Pickett was another one. I hated Herbert too. Obviously, like he's better than I thought he was.
Yeah.
Well, I hated on Herbert because, like, you know what it is? Like, bro, Herbert was not a good prospect. Like, it's worked out better than, like, like, he turned into, like, this generational prospect his first year in the NFL. But at Oregon, that motherfucker was playing, like, ass.
Yeah. He wasn't.
Right? So I hated Herbert. It started with Josh Allen. You know what's actually funny? I got a couple homies that, like, I talk about with the draft. We have a group chat. The group chat's name is Fuck Josh Allen because at the time we made the group chat, we were all on some, like, Fuck Josh Allen shit because, like, if you remember that draft, right? Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson realistically should have been looked at as similar prospects, right? Both had a lot of upside as mobile quarterbacks, a lot of upside in terms of throwing the football, but like for different reasons, didn't really like have a high floor, right? I thought comparable prospects, but Josh Allen, the hype was maybe he's a first overall pick, and Lamar, the question was, is he even a first round pick? And I just thought that disparity was crazy. But that's like your classic like white quarterback versus black quarterback kind of a thing, because they should have been viewed as like in the same range of the draft, and they should have gone in the same range of the draft.
Hey man, I'm 100%. Happy we got Lamar where we did.
Yeah,
100%. Hey, for me, the 2018 draft, it was. I don't know if you guys remember Josh Rosen.
Yeah,
hated that guy out of UCLA.
Baker number 1. Josh Rosen was what, like 4?
Yeah,
somewhere in the top 10.
Was like 3.
Dude, crazy those.
No, wait, number 4 was Denzel Ward.
Yeah. No, I think Rosen was like 6 or 7 or something like that. But like, yeah, it was bad.
Who else? I'm trying to think. 2019 draft. 2019. Who did I hate? I'm the same way. Funny enough, that's actually hilarious. You say that,
bro. Every year there's one guy.
This year it's Bo Nix for sure. Last year it was Pickett. The year before Mac Jones. The year before
that was a guy.
I don't remember.
And honestly, this year we have 2 with McCarthy and Bo Nix. We actually have 2.
Oh yeah. McCarthy. Fuck JJ McCarthy.
All right, I'm gonna be back in a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh man, I don't know how this game's not over yet, but here we are.
Here we go. Yo, I love Dak's cadence. Have you heard that, Peter?
These Cowboy unis don't love them. Ugh.
Gotta stop. What a play, Pollard.
Coordinators with their play sheets are so funny. It's like, bro, nothing on that sheet looks like it makes any sense.
Yeah. Do you remember Matt Nagy's? He used to have a big BU sign on it. Shit used to be so annoying, bro.
Hey, man. Matt Nagy is a fucking war criminal.
Oh, man.
All right, let's see if the Eagles can get a stop. I fucking doubt it, but would be awesome.
All right. Big third down. Big third down. Let's get a stop here, Philly.
Here we go.
Here we go. What is
And we got an injury. Never mind.
that?
Oh, shit.
Yo, I actually didn't watch the Chiefs play to end the game. What was it? Have you seen it?
What, like the last play?
Yeah, because I apparently like Mahomes was pissed. I didn't watch the end of that game.
I guess he was yelling at the ref because he didn't think Tony was offside.
I gotta watch this play.
Where he lined up offsides and the touchdown got called back? Yeah, you should watch it. But he was
Yeah, I'm
definitely
gonna watch
offside.
it. Yeah, Sheik, I'll hop on soon. I might actually be on. I'm trying to see if they could get a stop here. I'm gonna watch. If they can't,
Yeah.
I'm hopping on clubs. Fuck that.
I hear it. They got one play to move me. If not, I'm going to sleep.
And then I'm going to sleep. This is gonna be my last sleep in America, baby, for a whole month.
Oh, yeah, right. You're going back to Pakistan, right?
Yes, sir. Back to the motherland.
Big up, man.
Yeah, I'm actually going back for the first time in 9.5 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm so hyped.
How long is your flight going to be?
It's gonna be the total journey is like 21 hours.
Damn.
Yep, it ain't easy. And oh man, you've been watching Chelsea or nah?
I did watch today, unfortunately.
I woke up and see you guys 2-0 down. Oh, I started laughing, bro.
Hey, man, now everybody wants another manager sacked. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
okay.
hilarious.
I'm like, okay, cool. You could sack him, but, like, the last time we pushed for a manager to get sacked, they hired Frank Lampard. So I don't know where we go from here.
I'll just ask the question: are we sure guys like Enzo aren't mid?
Hey, man, I'm not. I'm not in the camp where I'm assuming all of our players are good.
Yeah.
You've heard
But,
me
hey,
talk
you can't
about
say
this.
that though. Yeah. But if I said it, like it's like, oh, you're just a hater, United or shit. That's the response I get. So
Nah, yeah.
shit.
What if our players are just kind of mid-pack?
This man
Even
said, "Are we
even
sure
the
Enzo isn't Justin Herbert?" That's hilarious.
no.
No, that's pretty. It's true
Are
though.
we
Like,
sure he isn't Jordan Love? You know, that's.
that's the real question.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm out, boys.
Take it easy, bro.
Fuck this.
Crazy.
Real quick before I go, bro. What's
Yeah.
up with this? What's up with the Eagles, bro? What's going on?
Damn. How long you trying to hear me talk about the issue? Like, you looking for like 30 seconds, or you
Short.
cool with like 4.5 minutes? Basically the thing is like we don't actually have the personnel for our scheme. We I think took for granted we could get exactly what we got from people last year, and that's not how the NFL works. And yeah, we're just not good defensively. What happened to our linebacker situation is like straight up just irresponsible from Howie Roseman, but it gets like that. Like, you got to live with the ups and downs of cheering for a Howie Roseman built football team. We got a flag on the play here. We will see if the Eagles can keep the Cowboys out the end zone, but this game is looking pretty
All
close
right.
to over.
I'm out, boys. I'm out. I'll see y'all.
All right,
Yeah.
take it easy, bro.
Peace.
That's it. Fuck that. I'm playing clubs.
Playing clubs.
Clubs.
But yeah, people, we did a playoff prediction. I like
try
what
your
we
best.
got.
Yeah. So first round we have Jaguars, Texans, Chiefs, Broncos, and Bills, Dolphins. Divisional rematches in all the games.
Bro, we got a divisional matchup in the NFC as well. It's a beautiful thing. This would be a good wild card weekend. This is actually would be one of the better ones. And also, I think all of these matchups split because we have the Bills Dolphins splitting, Broncos Chiefs did split, and I think Jags Texans split as well.
Yes.
Yep, Jags. So and I mean shit, and Detroit Green Bay split as well. Yeah, this is sick.
Oh, they're calling it a legal block, but it wasn't really illegal.
You love to see it. 2nd and 19 coming up. I'm surprised my stream's ahead of you guys. It's usually the other way around.
I'm watching on my old laptop with it hooked up to my monitor, so that might be why.
That's probably why.
Let's see if Dallas can do anything here.
So I think I would, if I were to predict this, run this prediction right now, I'm giving the Jaguars the win, the Chiefs the win, but not in a blowout, and then Dolphins Bills. I really don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm leaning Miami.
Okay, yeah, let's give Miami the win. Fuck it.
Miami the win, and then I'm Eagles, Packers, Cowboys.
I'll say Eagles, Lions, Cowboys.
Fair enough. Let's go. Next week, Dolphins, Ravens.
Yeah, I probably agree with that. And then Niners, Eagles.
And then I think the 1 seeds get the wins here.
I also think so.
And yeah, then we got.
Is it me or has there been hella flags in this game?
Lots of flags. There's been, I think that's like 14 now.
I was like, am I being a cranky boomer or something, or is there a weird amount of flags today?
So many flags in this game.
Jesus Christ, man. It's like every other fucking play. Some bullshit happening.
Yep. Looks like the Cowboys will send their kicker out from 60 again, or like just underneath that, probably 58.
All right, that's mad risky though.
Ex Toronto FC soccer player.
Mad risky to send them out there at that range because if you miss, they have like half a field to score.
Yep. This would be a great time for a first miss as well. This would be a great time for a
I think
first
he's gonna miss, man. He's gonna miss. Eagles are gonna go down and score, and then they'll turn around. It'll be like a 3-point game, and you'll be like, "We've been getting our teeth kicked in. What's happening?"
Yeah, this feels like a classic like Cowboys decision that gets talked about for like a week. I would love for that to happen. And he made it right down the middle. It looks like it would have been good from like 65. This kicker is cooking, man. What the hell?
The play inside doesn't count.
It's not real. Not real makes.
Yeah.
We need to ban MLS players from the NFL. Shit. Yep, I mean, I sure wish he wasn't kicking these kicks from Dallas too. 2 field goals from 59 and 60 today. Those like 2 misses would have helped a lot.
Oh yeah.
But it is what it is. 2-score game. This game is probably like, if there's going to be any life to this game, we'll know after this Eagles drive. They are doing the background on Brandon Aubrey now. For those of you guys who don't know, dude played hella footy in North America before eventually becoming a place kicker.
Fuck it.
But he has not missed yet.
Damn.
But yeah, Ravens Niners in a Super Bowl. I would probably have the loser of the regular season matchup winning.
We did pick the Ravens to lose.
So that means my pick would be the Ravens. But yeah, that's how I would have it happening. Also, I think Baltimore is a good matchup if you think about the team that the Niners would struggle with.
They probably also have Marquette available in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Kyle Shanahan does funny things come playoff time. I think the Ravens are built to do some of the things that Cleveland did to bother the Niners. And, bro, at the end of the day, Lamar versus Purdy with, like, if I need someone to make a play, I'm taking Lamar.
Look, man, the Ravens win the Super Bowl this year. That continues the tradition of every 10 years or so. I would take it.
OBJ gets another ring.
Hey, man, OBJ gets 2 rings. He really could retire. Fuck it.
Yep.
I feel like he actually just likes playing football, though, so I don't think he would.
Yo, imagine wasting all those years with the Giants to start your career and still getting 2 Super Bowls, man. They love wasting people's time.
Oh, yeah. But people are going to forget he was even a Giant.
Mm-hmm.
Good start to the drive for the Eagles.
What's that?
Good start to the drive for the Eagles.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting to around midfield at this point. Yeah. Well, like, again, every drive from this point onwards, there's an opportunity for the game to kind of end effectively. Like, if the Eagles do nothing this drive, game's basically over. If they score a touchdown, but then Dallas scores another one, the game's basically over. Things need to break right for about 2 to 3 drives in a row for Philly to get back in this game. But so far, so good. Looking at 3rd and 1 from the Cowboys 49, that is quarterback sneak territory for the Eagles. Yeah, I have noticed Hurts' stance before the snap. Joel, are you familiar with why he's like that and where that came from? Because they talked about it with Kelsey on the Kelsey podcast. But basically, Kelsey, because Jason Kelsey is undersized, right? his way of coping with being undersized his whole career has been that he moves quicker than the defensive lineman. He's hitting them first, right? So for him, what he says, he's like, bro, for me snapping the ball, I'm just whipping that shit backwards. He's like, I need to get to this defensive lineman. So Kelsey has said, he's like, I'm not particularly good at snapping a ball. That shit is not accurate. And Hurts says he gets down low into like the most athletic stance he can get to jump at a bad snap. Like that is why he lines up like that. So random fun fact, if you didn't know, Joel, it's Jason Kelsey's fault. Oh, we got the tight end involved. We're approaching the red zone.
Damn, it's almost 8 o'clock and I'm still awake. I'm doing better than yesterday.
You passed out early?
Yeah, man, I've been passing out early like all week. I'm gonna force myself to stay up.
What time do you have to get up for work?
5:15.
Okay, that'll do it.
If I pass out at like 6, I'm waking up at like 3 though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Then my days are long. It's hard to stay awake.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm actually really excited for this last month of football.
Yeah. It's looking really good. Ooh, Devontae Smith cannot come down with that touchdown. Pass was a little bit far ahead of him, but you got to have that in a game like this. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, he's got to catch that.
You got to have that, bro. You got to have that in a game like this. Especially with the kind of player he is. If hands are your strong suit, you got to have that. Third and 11, the running back in motion. Dallas does not bring pressure. A short pass to A.J. Brown he'll be wrapped up there. That is not a part of how that play is supposed to go, but a pass that far away from the sticks on 3rd and 11, I kind of hate it. Well, big 4th down here. This is basically the game.
I would go for that.
Yeah, we can't be kicking field goals at this point. It looks like the receiver from the slot was probably supposed to pick the DB there, and he just missed. But like that play design on 3rd and 11 is real nasty. It's real nasty.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 9 here. Probably going to have a couple routes going vertical, if not to just at least open some space up underneath. Cowboys bring pressure. Hurts finds Devontae, who will be tackled. Cannot break a tackle. And that's the game, people. That is the game.
God damn. I didn't even know Stephon Gilmore was like still a reliable corner like that.
But yeah, that play design didn't have a lot of great solutions for pressure. Not that there are a ton of great solutions for 4th and 9, but yeah, little dump offs, 2 little dump offs in a row on 3rd and 11 and 4th and 9. I hate it a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. Damn. Who knows?
Bro.
What are the Eagles' last 4 games?
It was some disgusting stuff on that drive. Like I said, the coaching staff needs to take a long look in the mirror and see what see what they really want to do, because a lot of what we've tried to do this year has not worked out particularly well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. We got our predictions for the season here. I think my audio might not be working. I'll be right back, people.
Oh no, it's just me holding down the stream, guys. We are back. But anyways, Eagles are probably getting their teeth kicked in today. It is what it is. But Cowboys look good. Shout out to all you watching. We will be here majority of the Sunday nights for the remainder of the season. Next week, Sunday Night Football, we have Ravens Jaguars. So we'll probably be here for that.
Yeah, so I think for like the last couple minutes, I was not able to hear you. So I don't know what you were saying, but I think I was just talking randomly while you were saying whatever you were saying.
Damn, I wasn't saying too much anyways.
So but yeah, people, we got our playoff prediction here. I'm proud of what we did. We set up some great matchups down the stretch. I think, however things break for the next couple weeks, there's going to be a bunch of great matchups in the last 2 weeks of the season.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I think we'll actually get good, hopefully some good Saturday games and good Sunday games down the stretch to make up for some of the like terrible football we've had to watch. I think the first 10 weeks of the year were real nasty. I think it's gotten better as of late, but it was real bad to start out.
Oh, yeah. Damn. They are hyping up the Sunday night game next week. Let's do this, boys.
Yeah, I was not ready to see Trevor Lawrence play football immediately after what happened to his ankle.
Yeah, like I thought that was crazy.
I think it's insane.
But again, you talked about it with the Bengals earlier in the season. Like these loser ass franchises just do loser ass shit.
For real. So like, great, you might be decent now and maybe win more games than you would with a backup. That's cool. But what is the point if he's less healthy come playoff time when it actually counts?
Mm-hmm. Especially because like even if he didn't get hurt, I still think like they would have lost either today or next week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're not going to be a top 2 seed in the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah, he's probably like they're probably gonna go 0-2 with him off this injury.
Yeah, meaning like the reason I'm so interested in top 2 is like I think they're gonna have to go on the road in the divisional round if they make it.
Yeah.
And I don't fancy them to win a game.
Yeah, for sure.
So now they're in the same position they were in last year.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's real bad. It's just like obviously with Eagles fans, the meltdowns are probably pretty entertaining for like people who aren't involved. But bro, it is what it is. Like they're just not playing well right now, and they definitely have enough in terms of talent to play much better than this. And like I'm pretty confident that they'll be playing better ball come playoff time. It's just a matter of whether they actually get to the point where they're good enough. It's not impossible, but like the longer it goes without getting there, the less likely it gets. And to have back-to-back games against your main two like threats in the NFC and comprehensively lose both, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. But we'll see, man. We'll see. January is what matters the most. Let's look at some of the games next week. I think this is next week. Yeah. I guess to be honest, there's really just two matchups next week that are actually like worth anything. It's Bills Cowboys and it's Ravens Jaguars. Everything else is like kind of shit. Well, pretty rough call there on Bradbury, pass interference. Extends the drive for Dallas. Bro, yes, like decisive losses. Decisive losses. Yep. So the 3 Saturday games, hold on. It's showing that there's 4 Saturday games here. Let me see.
It's only 3.
Yeah, they got it wrong there. Honestly, I mean Broncos Lions Saturday night, I guess is okay. Steelers Colts I will not be watching. Bengals Vikings I will not be watching either. But Broncos Lions, we'll see. Screen pass to Brandon Cooks. Takes a while for him to get tackled. Gets the Cowboys into 2nd and 4. But yeah, Cowboys Bills next week. That's a big matchup for Buffalo.
I've been like going back and forth about Chelsea all day with people,
Yeah.
and I don't get how people don't get it. Like
Specifically, what are they not getting that you're talking about right now?
everybody's solution
Yeah.
is this is unacceptable. Sack the coach,
Yeah.
right? Okay, cool. Well, let's just imagine Poch gets struck by a meteor. He dies. No longer exists. We need a new coach,
Yeah.
or he gets sacked. Whatever.
Yeah.
Who does he bring in? Because if you remember, back in April, when Potter was dismissed,
Yeah.
it was Nagelsmann, it was Enrique,
Yeah.
it was Feyenoord dude
Yeah.
as like the initial names, but you were especially hearing Enrique and Nagelsmann, right? Then
Yep.
it goes on to the summer.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Nagelsmann curves us. Enrique goes PSG, and then we start hearing about Pochettino.
Yeah.
The process at which we arrived at our next head coach in this project
Yeah.
was scattergunned and insane.
Yeah.
So am I going to force those decision makers into another decision that they may or may not be prepared for,
Yeah.
factoring in how the last one went?
Yeah.
No, of course I'm not going to do that. It's a stupid thing to do.
Yep.
Like, why would I do that? Just because I'm tired of watching this coach. Do I want to see two first team head coaches dismissed within 9 months of each other? No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think that sends a good message in terms of patience and support from these owners who talked about collaboration, communication, and a vision.
Mm-hmm.
None of that matters. But at the same time, which manager is going to come to this club that ticks all the boxes in terms of experience, ability to maximize talents,
Yeah.
going to be content with having to work with a squad that was handpicked by a bunch of people who may or may not know what they're doing?
Right.
Who's going to do that other than an up and coming manager that we throw a bag at? Who, and with any of those, the pressures of the job at Chelsea, especially the current state we're in, where we're not so supremely talented that we can kind of just figure it out
Yeah.
anymore. Now we have to like, work for shit.
Yeah.
Who's going to take that job? It's not like you have a say in who stays and who goes. It's
Yep.
not like they're even handing you ready-made world-class players. Why would you bend over backwards for this job?
Mm-hmm.
What's the point? I don't get what people don't get about that.
Yeah, I think oddly enough, this conversation has parallels between a conversation the two of us had about the Bears like maybe a month ago on stream about how like a general manager is like it's going to be that's the one piece that could change your fortunes, right? Like a quarterback's not going to come in and just like fix a mess. With that situation particularly, like a manager is not going to come in and just like sort out the mess that is everything at Chelsea right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that piece would be if there were to be a person that gets full control of everything and then they can kind of turn things around. At this point, like I would look at the manager spot kind of like the way we were talking about the quarterback spot at the Bears. Like bigger things have to be figured out. And or like as a whole, the whole situation has to get better. There's no one thing that could happen at manager that just fixes everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the uncomfortable reality. Like I don't know how much Chelsea you've watched, but I actually don't know when the last time I watched Chelsea is. I'll actually look at the fixtures and see when that was.
I
But
watched today and I watched Wednesday. It doesn't look good.
um yeah, I'm not joking. I don't think I've watched since Arsenal, October 21st. It's been about a month and a half.
Hey man, I don't blame you.
Very apathetic. Very apathetic to what's going on right now.
I don't blame you. for Eagles, man.
I'm on to next week. Bro, it is what it is. Like they're getting like they're kind of laying in the bed they made for themselves. It's like that. It's uncomfortable, but like something I kind of talked about last year was while we were doing well, that we're not really getting tested. So a lot of like our issues aren't really being uh properly like exposed. And it kind of didn't happen until the Super Bowl, which was rough. It's the opposite end of it is happening right now. Like every single one of our issues have been like exposed to the fullest, and it's to a point now where like the issue is just like, can we address everything that we need to address in time? Like I still think this team has enough, but the way they've played up to this point, this was kind of always coming. And now 2 weeks in a row, again after a lot of close games, a lot of really competitive, tough games against really good teams. Uh, Going up against two well-rested teams, because our last two games against the Niners and Cowboys, both teams that played a Thursday the week before. So two well-rested teams, two teams that are clearly good, and we come in with our same problems. They're getting exposed. So we'll see. I feel good at least this year about how like come playoff time I'll have a pretty good sign of what's going on with the team. Um, but yeah, it's just not good right now. It's real bad. It'll be interesting to see what happens at the offensive coordinator spot next year. Apparently, our offensive coordinator is going to get a head coaching job. In contrast to the last OC that happened to, Eagles fans really love Shane Steichen, and evidently he's really good at what he does. This guy we don't like. We'll see what he does as a head coach, but might have to get another OC. 3 years, three different OCs. Hopefully, the next one is a little bit better, but things have been rough this year with the play calling.
Oh, hell yeah. Down 17, baby.
What's that?
Tush pushes down 17.
It's lit, and we got an offensive offside on the tush push.
Offsides on the offense. No. Twice in this game.
For real. We got 1st and 10 after the odd successful wide receiver screen from the Eagles. 4-man pressure, slant to Devontae. Devontae makes a couple guys miss and then fumbles before going down. That looks like it will be Cowboys ball. I don't know if that guy got tackled. Somebody should probably tackle him. And he's finally tackled. So that's 3 fumbles in this game. Hard to win football games fumbling 3 times. That's a hell of a punch by 14, man. What a punch. Yep.
Yeah, it just seems like a bad game for the Eagles. I don't know. Like, I don't think
Real
they're as
bad
bad
games.
as they played the last 2 weeks, obviously.
Yeah.
But shit, I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, it's like I think a lot of something that I heard brought up probably like 5-6 weeks ago was like the Eagles are kind of like the Vikings last year, right? Which I think a lot of people heard and was like, well, that's crazy. And sure, because it kind of is crazy, right? But the thing that happened, the commonality is that like the Eagles just won a bunch of close games this year to start the year. And again, mind you, I thought that was fine because my whole idea was you're gonna want to get good by the end of the year. It's not the worst thing in the world if you're not good to start the year, and you're getting wins in the process. So you have an opportunity to, once you get clicking, to already be in a good spot, right? But evidently, like that clicking just hasn't happened yet. And the main difference in the Vikings versus the Eagles is that the Vikings got their shit kicked in when they lost, and they would win close games. Now that commonality exists for this Eagles team too. They got a bunch of close wins and they've got their shit kicked in twice now. So I think if you look at the differential now after this game, let's say they're going to go on to lose this by 17 points. They have a point differential of 24 as a 10-3 team. It's hashtag not good. They have the ability to be much better than this, but again, the more time passes without making that improvement, the less likely it gets. All these turnovers and we can't get takeaways. Yeah, we're not a turnover positive team this year. I mean, I think we might be statistically, but like last year, we did a good job of holding on to the ball and good job of getting takeaways. Neither of those things is the case this year. The Cowboys have a turnover cage. That's odd. I'm gonna check these fantasy teams out before we check out. This game is basically over. Dak Prescott almost got his arm hit on a deep ball, and that deep ball is caught, and he's in bounds. Damn, it really is a game of margins. Um, but yeah, this game is basically over. We did our prediction for the season. We did, a little bit of talking about next week's games. There's really two games worth of shit. Technically Philly versus Seattle is something on Monday night, but doesn't really live up to Jacksonville, Baltimore, and Dallas versus Buffalo. Two pretty big matchups next week. But yeah, we got that to talk about. We will be back next Sunday for Ravens Jags. There will be a lot to talk about at that point. I think we will do another season prediction at that point. and we're just gonna keep it rolling here, people. Peter, I don't know if you have anything else to say on your way out, but
I'm surprised I'm still awake, but big up to you guys. We love you, and we'll be back next week.
100%. We'll be back next week. It's getting late on the East Coast, so we're both gonna get to bed, get to work tomorrow. Catch you around. Peace,
Yeah.
people.